details, all the highlights, all the stories cropping up this morning in the world of sports. And on the foreign front, the young concentration will be on the UEFA Champions League. And 75 Drayton Park, Arsenal Emirates Stadium. It was Arsenal against the almighty Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world. Na game ni kwa we ye na Arsenal bobo kono e di mekopa what as ye mekosam e di ase Real Madrid bobo kono ni enti the so on the pitch, outside the pitch, and the prospects. All this about will come up on the show. Now be piasso at me akoye. Now my main fun to the say elsewhere. Our Alliance Football Arena Mountain. It was Bayern Munich against Inter Milan, and already to the Vicente Gen Company in Poi. To the for the Vicente Company manager the Bayern Munich Bobo Kono. He really suffered. And today the course. And what is the future for the game between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan at the retail encounter? I was Stadio San Siro Gossipe Miasa di Milano, Italia. Tia di dito si nyina so de bebro. Ama bi piasom letma konkan meeting. And then Rachel Chris Adam Sakowa Mackenzie. Call me Teletalk and call me Teletas Intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest platform in the morning. This is Sompa Full-Time Sports. Jeffrey Asari, aka Apostle. So outside the no pay Mobatin and Kawo Jumadina so Sir Prince Watson Buantino Mobatin and Ka El Salibro Philip Cabra in Kumsa the Panther Mobatin and Kano pay Ewo Jumadina so Cinco de Mario and your fist and due to singing out with my break. Come on, I'm a Piasom that may be painted. The team is ready. Mr. Wack, the chief executive producer, and also the executive producer of the show. And after Roland Jenim Water Roberto from the finisher. One more and a producer Jumadian. From now to we drop, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. From now to 12 p.m. It's going to be power pacing presentation of all the story cropping up this morning in the world of sports. Indeed, not the eternal, yeah, baby, room straight away. Now, me patch the details. This one by your Facebook, the so-called Facebook, the Sompa 93.1 FM. Now we'll follow, now we'll share now to message in the Sompa 93.1 FM. Now we follow Facebook also. Now me patron want to message na banana pebeke kan and so taba we to but the so na fe uramo YouTube also so aya Sompa TV no subscribe na to message na ba ana afi o reskanu ti kodana obenya Sompa what I say Sompa TV e wo ti kodana so na want to message na banana pebeke kan and so etama e we to but the so no pay din stama want to pray and ya tempo come pam ama bi piaso etama we pay na me patro ma be fon to no no pay say wo de uber ram e wo gentleman tawo kan commercial ye utru ho a wo de ka chom stana wo hwa Sompa ana lot talking na de to anim say opera bi etimi anya treatment a edimu pana fe sompo e wo ne se ho a one from gentleman 10,000 clinic me patron bejo feso na fe how be a koso no mu bi obetuma hwe diama wa o peste no mo chefo no mu ba o see tinam no ayemre ana afen kawankawa abese sase what yase o moja no anasa wo se na tapo moja pa fokodan gentleman 10,000 clinic na fe wa wo se wu obu ho a ne se ba kwa discala what yase enu akasa fa ne kala otenam enu test me patro se no ewu eto fokodan gentleman 10,000 clinic na fe perform that's what to me show kama ema bi piasom gentleman you pay enfama ana from patro de tenesa wa kaka wu wonum ana wa se no peso se the gold ana over wo deni gentleman 10,000 clinic bi patro ha na perform bona for more quality treatment ama bi piasom gentleman you pay also at about gentleman Bobo super fantastic Richard gentleman dental clinic will be heavy power me patro mo chakwan e wa report Johnson and Dana UMP bank room no you want to pay a ben total filling station no enti na me patro by the Methodist school in the team shedi mo kama atasam na no penya sam ketokra ani ani nkobo 0559309582 0551309582 draka you want to make kwabenya atomic down no kwasi 5 Johnson no be chakwan Kofodia, Yaban police station on of a Banchasi Tadisco down Watakrade, Apawa Yaban Eco Bank and a Kaba Pasunane, Yaban Stanford Brother for Tachiman, Yawakan Tankanasom, and Yasa Ketroka, Mama Mekantin and not drinking water, Radina Coupon, Swopa, they say, Kantin or Kantin. Kantin Tihine, what I say Kantin, a Tihine, and what can have been Pia Befabio Biasi Kantin. Meso your partners warfare flow, now Pensua, me patrol more alkaline, and with the Pagenimo, I'm only Pageni to my inflammable Nafe, Etima Buacranon, anyone Caswa Pomodia, would any Kantin and not drinking water, we say, a alkaline water, out of the Pagen, a fancy yepa. Fancy panda alkaline. Until I'm pastor water and car. Rum, our canteen and not drinking water. Here, couldn't go to be brave. Burma, we up after fra. To be brave from a good fear from a banner. Nothing. We part of banners from function how far. We are more 10 to me, more for sunny. What I saw a boss or baby with 3 and after we give it to mana. We part of Baba canteen and not drinking water. Drew Japana. And so way, the one will be on. Me part of soap and do it to a 0241449191. 0241 449191 Yahoma. Ubetuma Frank Canton and not drinking water on him for. As we met in Comal, I'm a BPS sweat to my patch so Perutua, Uber Rum, our Breman UTC, and I say Tafuni Road, a power route, chance in the Swa, and about Canton and not drinking water with Pacho Raha, Nequajo, Tenefa, dance in the Sopra. After you oppose the natural imposter by Mester, a Ratina coupon, me Pacho, O Pedra, Yaria be a hinter with the Pagenimo, a Pierre Yadidi free the Pagenima, would them actually oppose the natural Dr. Sharp, me boy Barcelona. Drew, just a Cote d'Ivoire, Drew Togo, Drew Burkina Faso, and in Nigerian Portable, the Patrosa say, study Obastianti imposed about Mestano, and so they are 2 million Sam Ketroka, and Tenor Paso Temenka, now Pedro boost to immune system about on Comwa, a Kutia Yarwa with the Pagenimo, one more bad dinner for Betama Pam Yaria Biadi for the Pagenima, what them actually imposed about Mester, imposed about Mester the dead, imposed about Mester Bob Pedro way, and no thing Papa Nasa Ketroka. Baby, a tone one piano, one summer come in post up a study binafe, one no one about Pama Tatasia Swaba, or Perudu to 0246 20 8496, 0246 20 8496, Yahoma, Ubetama impost, have bar Mr. and Penny for the Fay, Unomotin Command, Naba Piasum, Etro Peso Tamau, another pays the water car, Remo Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited, a Ratina Coupon Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited, Aya, Jumaqua, a body see a dance pa, and of a body say a more quality roofing sheeter, Uber to be a crew with Taswa, a Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited, when we are super fantastic, we are super Mudiagra, Okotokron Casrota, a banner IBRIDT staff lock Eurotas Alozink, and a banner access to Savotua, with them that's what the Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited, the Patrol Drew Tachimanakra, Sunyana Bokatanga Tamalewa, Baby Befe Piano, Obiase Joy Cam, a super fantastic, a Toro Taratoro, and Yansam Ketroka, or must to me actually experts, one or more, Chasobo Potas for leakage Biamam, and of a queen before Potas Quanama, a dinosaur, now ya Konokake, Nipacho de 10 year, one more chance to move to party, as soon in can, a be my table, what as I say, we have a paw, ne a Yano, at the heat in the road anymore, Estan, Nipacho de Tenesa, one more chance to move Duntino, a Yanin to me penetrated to the piano, what the one you come out, a year very conducive, and the more potino, and a fabi patro de Tenesa, one more chance to know, and you're not in Empa and Freddy, and Tibu, a yafi ball over 500 years near Bojuma, and your Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited, Kumasia, you was so common and Pam, any police station in the teacher, and your name come 0551 009,000 05 5100 9000 Yahoma, Ubetuma Fred Joy Cam Roofing Company Limited, when in perform a sweet meeting cover in Tomato Banano Pobotachi, Atasam, and Yasam Ketroka, ye me patro telestal or say connecting energies, Opaso connecting energies, Opaso connecting Yasia, what any telestal, Yatelis, Chip, Fato, Wafono Sodafe, Dallas star 530 hash, no one Yasum Yasope, Ubonsa, your patros options, Libe Yaba, where you call credit bebre what you say every woman in piano call credit in the moon every woman in piano me patch of bundles and the moon into this kaki to a bit of a auto bundles and of a call credit combined I'm a patch of a better part the amount I'm what to master life was social media so nothing what to make catch your skills come I'm a be person that to my question connecting energies I tell you so or me heavy papa and yes to get to a crime say so you should tell you so me patch of some utisika bebre auto bundles and of a call credit bebre na fe de piano boss e papa no ni nyina to betwa na tatas ye enso baka papa be bia so to we pa so tama connecting energies enso na ye telestal be patro no pay na ye room wo betway and na boys labor physical wo betway na so betway up we patro betway nko na more opportunity say over set automatic cash out enso na wo betting anasa betting course na so still be me patro game after game it promos are retro automatically ababatom wo momo wallet ni mo na fe wasum so tomato what ya say betu say Ghana wiase be bia over trust obo bia na fe wo no be yedwuma bia no every woman bia wo first kakama ama be bia so tomato me patro say wonya 18 years men ko betu no fe so wonya 18 years kwa ana wo betu ni betu form that's what tomato tuma bet responsibly aya betu.com.gh na fe be bia so getuma question tomato badoroba wo mo 30 no pay ana yata se debona ne sam no enso de baba be piasom etuma kwe we etuma tene so nya seketokra mo ma me patron no ageba no timi toja I was 75 Drayton Parkers na mere stadium abra Real Madrid bobo kono kwe o mo se sa wo man ko bon wo fe yase eni me tuma kwe so fama Real Madrid bobo kono no for ready tene Mikel Arteta mantro ne the charges no ate Real Madrid bobo kono twa mo kamiasa wo mo so entuma no hwe already tene declare e potu gos na fe Mikel Marino Zasson Edmaku Piso Enso Tama As na Bobo Kono Ama Real Madrid Bobo Kono kwa kudin kugo Enyemen Tumankwe Fobo Rodi Tene Carlo Michel Angelo Ancelotti Caleto Todono Fon Carlo Ancelotti manager Adim Ama Real Madrid Bobo Kono Na mi patro babi fontu de bosa Tama game ne koso Wadaro ma Ranford Uni o Papa Grace and Wafe Ana fe minua di tene staffo Moma me patro sta video way Tama already Tene Carlo Ancelotti Casatra Prantia Yefuni Edodo Kamavinga Kabinda Mabinda Salmi Dodo Fede Dodo Kamavinga no busa Brante Sada Abrante Tama Yakasu Obiedi no when it dana Ilusta said na when you brew assignment na meteba no enya no na me patro ye etaba Real to Bobo couldn't patro run for the way di auto video na no parameteba no what I said no Casata Brante Fede Dodo Kamavinga I'm a patro Brante ni kunya record enso ewa gropomone so nyame atuma the next game no anya there some Brante Fede Dodo Kamavinga Kabinda Mabinda Sami enso betuma any opportunity na fe wetumi enso wetuma poke ni bi taba Real Madrid Bobo kono we suspended for the retaliate encounter no betuma toja ewa El Estadio Santiago Bernabeu tomato de España etunya Southfield na me patro dia two TV so by na fe bi piasom etuma kwete no de Real Madrid Bobo kono ni ma so etuma tentam am for Real Madrid Bobo kono na no na patro de tenesa Southfield no ani dia two TV so already tene Carlos not against a Brante for the Toto Kamavinga Kambinda Mabinda Sami I'm a patron on and Jeffrey for Opachuma. As for Tabar Gilman to Bobo Konafe, already taking truth Victor William Bellingham Bellinco Sunafe, obey instructions, and if already taking Carlos not as a boys, Master was able to make them all, not for what man power come up and be pierced to Makwe, and some get Tabar Gilman to Bobo Koni 20 Kaka, me patron first time came in most of the bar, ye want to master to Bobo here to matter so, ye make question you want to yet to mania at the vibe. I'm a patron of Kosua Stadium, Abraham patron ready to declare and put the first goal at Tabar Gilman to Bobo. Understand a first go to Arsenal Bobo Kono, so the next stadium was here charge any how Arsenal supporters the first so not for most celebrities San Kemino or most celebrities San Kono, then just to get to Ranford. Mama Mr. A year already thing any take a rise in the first go on I don't get two TV so young custody Monafe, young queer vibe on the first goal. Yes, and to where you declare me patron, the tenista, the first good of boy, any town, yellow to Bobo Kono, nay a direct free kick in a branch marshal. Now didn't you net in the Munyas of Ketokra, no ready to body club or Koto Busasa, na born for him, born Koto Massa, Nanyas of Ketokran team, me patron declares the Juma, no one patron the tenista, or added declares in the first, a good on Yaya as Nabobo Kono, was no contemplative. Abrante for the Martino de Gado confession, sir, or Channel Queen, on first woman, Bonum, Cototum, and Abrante for the Bukayo Saka, so Channel Queen, one more Bonum, so Cototum, come on, and maybe Pierson to be Queen from us, Nabokono, Nabrante for the Decarizer, we ignore Abrante for the Martino de Gadiana, whatever I know, stick it already to the Bukayo Saka, Ayoyinka, Temi Diano, and on ready to be control automatics, and so Adamano, no one patron second one there, it's just a way to my first one. Etuma the confidence number on one castle could jet just or planning baby or the pot battle. I'm not be pierced with my queen Thomas, the Bobo could into already thing and it declares the English international.
Well done, what a night. It's set a banner before the game, Declan, make it happen.
Since the game of the weekend is that we need to be super convinced that we can come and win this game, and as a group of players we were really convinced that we were out there together as a team fighting for each other, and in the second half we knew we had to score, and to score 3 was a real positive.
What was the key in the second half? We'll talk about this guy's free kicks in a minute, but in terms of the approach that Mikel had underlined at half-time.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking in the dressing room about keeping the pace, keeping the tempo. I mean, when this...
The first one tonight. Where has it been?
It's been in the locker. But I've hit the wall too many times, or it's gone over the bar, and originally we was going to cross it, and then I just see the wall and the goalkeeper's position. I thought for the first one, just go for it, and the guy said to feel it, and I see the outside of the wall, and it went in, and then the second one, I just had the confidence, and I hit it, and yeah, look, it's not going to hit me yet, because look, there's another leg to go, and I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm over the moon. I don't mean to be cliche, but in a few years' time, I think this...
Yes, and to way I Abrante for the declaration was your kind, and about us Nabobo Konoquia or Faso Describble, and the first I had 2 goals when I get direct free kick. I know about a record where UEFA Champions League anymore, after some Enya Secretary, no, and I'm part of young Stadium on a young Kosher second goal, no, young Kosher second goal, no, Quia, me patron Abrante for the declaration, a bomb Montana for the bonnet to Atenum, and Matters and Piasu to be Quinafe, a queer supporters in fast receive start go no, and of the reaction from Real Madrid players no, and I am most supporters in the young Kohe. Why I me already didn't declare the second goal no, and I just say Ranford elsewhere Tiaso Edama come a power be Piasom Equa live on Sompa 93.1 FM and not yet on me patro run for me per second goal no declare second goal no direct free kick now Sam Maswa already didn't Tibo Kotoa Nani Henderson Sababi over be upon the fire after some and a canoe pay and also feel like coming to the bar live on Sompa 93.1 FM me patro Babin Fan to the Abra, or any tenant declares, where we are, and I'm fairly patron ready to the Michael Richards, and so Patters at Nipolia Parono, the building think about Queen of Fashion celebrate a branch for the declares no, Yanko CBS studio no time already to the Michael Richards, or no your former captain, and the must see to Bobo could Fashion receive a branch for the declares, now for celebrate a branch for the declares no, run for the staff fit on, also the battle team with us all, now for your tobacco, and come on, I'm a be Piason, get to be per life on Sompa. 93.1 FM, setting the pain for others to follow Facebook this one. I have some 93.1 FM. I will follow. Now we'll share now to message in the banana pay. You back in kind, that's what we have to make it so. And I feel some positive with YouTube also. Now what Bobata, as what to subscribe now to message in a bar. And on a payback in kind, as what to come upon to where you queer. Already did my Richard, former captain, the must see to Bobo couldn't fast so. And receive a branch for the declaration now for celebrate a branch to the young Koda Fianque. Talk to me! What a performance,
Mike, I can't describe it, honestly. I don't think it's going to hit me what I've done tonight. 2 free kicks in a quarter-final at home against Real Madrid is, yeah, special. I'm so happy. Probably the best moment in my career for sure.
Yes, and the way I brante for the Tika Rice, and I brante for the Mika Richards, no see Fanto Pianosa, or Cabo Piata send now 2 goals no ya, and it's a real man to Bobo could yet direct free kicks no, Master Swan Wakaswa Jinwa, or need you say or no, and I'm posting 2 goals no, that's what the real man to Bobo Kono, no say ya dear the room fitter, a best stay when they carry 1 chair, what a simple retire, or make us that to me, and I say, Bribia Chamu, or no, let me put 2 goals, and it's the world's biggest team. I know you're real man to Bobo Could I know you're Brontia, you're for the Dick Rice, or also let's see Academy ask the Bobo Could Summer, or not so Toja, Yent already to Thierry, or read Daniels, former striker, former captain, asked the Bobo Cono. The last time I asked the Bobo Could travel here, Echo El Estadio Santiago Parapower to Madrid, España, Echo Sir Real man to Bobo Could Cabacono, it was already to Henry, and a boss Gonom, that's what about asked the Bobo Cono, now Orano Eche Quia, asked the Bobo Could do El Estadio Santiago Parapower for the retaliate encounter. Woman fashion of a me patrol approaching game none of the mentality. Also ready to the Mikel Arteta Mantron manager. At the ask the Bobo Konom, that's what to be display. Now for no better properly ask the Bobo Kono. Now ask the Bobo Konom, that's what to be winning game, and that's what Bobata qualify into the semi-final stage of the competition. Already to the theory, already Daniels, already team, and to be character. And then Buster understand what should be the approach for Arsenal in the retaliate encounter.
Because you are really strong defensively, Arsenal say, you know what, we're going to make this as tough as possible for Real Madrid in this second leg.
That's a tough one, Jimmy, because you don't want to be too low and play against that team and give them opportunity to be in and around your box. And still, you still have to play the game like it's 0-0. That's what I would have said. Play the game like it's 0-0. And then, when we're arriving around the hour mark, now you need to think about going through. It's a different ball game. You can't play that tight too early. Although you're 3-0 up, but we've seen it before. We've seen La Coruña returning, the tie against the old Milan. You guys did it in 1 half. We've seen Paris Saint-Germain suffering the remontada against Barcelona. We've seen it before. I just hope that it's not going to happen. That's why earlier, and I saw what you said, it's not so much about because I'm associated to Arsenal. It's just that I've been in the game for so long that you cannot just assume that it's already done. And you don't want also to upset them on the other side, because remember how Arsenal played Man City because of what Man City said in the league in that first leg. You always remember what people do. If they scream too much, if they're a bit too loud, the olays, let's not give them anything.
Okay, TT, just a quick one. How's it on the road, reporter? You liking it?
Well, look, they knew I was coming 3-0. That's about it.
Anyway, I am already to the theory. Henri Daniel, former captain of Arsenal, Bobo Kunin Sama, and also the Tuja, and also Arsenal, Bobo Kunin Kasabe Bray. Now, Quack Real Man to Bobo Kunin before, a Deba Kosam, Roberto, and as the Arsenal Bobo Kunin fans, so Mr. going into the game, Arsenal Bobo Kunin qualify complacency. We're winning through now for making sure the patron they are sticking to their game plan. What I say, let's be a static game now. Now, Arsenal Bobo Kunin could defend it. Now, more, and the show about you, so much to be defended. One bit to qualify to the next stage of the competition. Basa, Real Man to Bobo Kono, what it takes to be over tennis score line. Yes, you see here, Basa PSG, and of a Deportivo La Coruña, and the AC Milan, and of a Adam Pato Retaliate encounters and with Toja, our Champions League game. Now, for us, the Bobo couldn't find an example. And no, I am a Pato ready thing, any Henry, one of your former captain, former striker, the ask the Bobo legend, as well the ask the Bobo couldn't summon, one of your Toja, constantly Pato and game and also to be told I don't pay. You want to my soul to my boy to so live on Sompa 93.1 FM. Mommy, I brand for the Kylian Mbappe Lotin. Do not for the Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe a player. What's your kind? And the Real Man to Bobo Kodena after the game you could already thing. Any Kylian Mbappe say, is it possible, sir? Real Man to Bobo Kodumbe to my Fatanes call line. Now for whom to qualify is Ramatando. And that's a Ramatanda possible, sir. Real Man to Bobo Kodumbe to my control. Magic now for Real Man to Bobo Konam, I qualify to the next stage of the competition. And I brand for the Kylian Mbappe say yes, it is possible. Real Man to Bobo Kono, a bit more Fatanes Colano, now for Betuma the next stage of the competition to my simple answer. Young could have already to the Kylian Mbappe Lotin after the game.
Kylian, ¿se puede remontar en el Bernabéu? ¿Se remonta esto, Kylian? Kylian, ¿se puede remontar en el Bernabéu? ¿Se remonta esto, Kylian?
Que podemos. Imagen de hace unos segundos.
Yes, indeed. I know. Hey, I brought you for the killing in Papelo to simple answer. And I brought the boy Martin and so the Maya. Then I'm part of my fan to the best already king. And it Jude Victor William Bellingham Bellico. To the for the Jude Bellingham. And some pro Sakai at the Amarielman to Bobo Kono. And the Kubus and Sandra game there not to me caution. Me patron when I say, and I say, hey, I did where the Mubusami. Was in a Kenra Arsenal Bobo Kono. Never to my Bobo Tain. Et men a bear more than 4 goals to cry. Na Real Madrid no na ayem reba pantedru bra also mutime jo bon phone so tum na from mutuma assess team no enti Romford wo dey staff fit to interview no and so the battle team dey so am come na fe yakwakwoti abronte for the Jude Bellingham na mom no patcho dey tell so mutuma demete sampa and no more from na for mo game no mo ya critical analysis no be win fault no be a catch no say na me atuma retailing encounter the baby na fe get to qualify to the next stage of the competition the patcho dey tell say be possible Real Madrid Bobo Kono so baby umuje pa de betu makasa eye difficult part de Real Madrid Bobo Kono to overturn the score and mom me patro da me antuma wo menya supporters no wo menya one spirit to control this magic and qualify to the next stage of the competition where sama already to the Jude Victor William Bellingham Bellico Jatuja
both I think we were nowhere near it that's the fact and Arsenal were really good I think I know that 2 of their goals are free kicks and really good individual pieces of delivery, but to be honest, they could have had way more. We're lucky to get away with 3, but you know there is a second leg. That's the thing that we're kind of holding on to. We're going to need something unbelievably special. You know something crazy really, but. If there's one place where crazy things can happen, it's our house.
Well, I was going to say it's something rare. Even Real Madrid have never done. Is come from 3 goals down after the first leg in Europe.
You never know. You never know. Obviously, the performance was nowhere near good enough. But I can't come out after a game and say we're going to give up. It's not in the nature of the club. It's not in the nature of in the mentality that they instill in you at this club. So 90 more minutes at home to pull something out of the bag.
You know Declan Rice very well. Did you see one? Not let alone
they still had a lot more chances where we did.
And to where you brought for the Jude Bellingham, and now other than some that's what you have to jack when fast one game no, and you went to another person. Let about we to better so now me patch up me fan to the start this season. Real Madrid Bobo couldn't go 2 games. Real Madrid Bobo couldn't to after say game no could be yet. Now Real Madrid Bobo couldn't for ball and to young quarter. Now patch up me fan to the last time we see here. Now me patch up Barca Bobo could have bombardier to match Champions League no. The last time I Real Madrid Bobo could go 2 matches. Abro Mantiman say go. Away UEFA Champions League no. Barcelona Bobo could bombardier to match Champions League no. And Busa said this time around no. Aya atok na tua. Barca Bobo kono. Gombe to bombardier at the Champions League no. Ama be piaswe to makwe tema. Barca Bobo kono na. Na mabe fan to the bosam. Uko aya opta analyst. Apart say ye per one better Champions League ripa. Baby Akokotri Real Madrid Bobo kono. I was just 4%. Some patron UEFA Champions League no. Gobo betomate. And tano the two team with us no. Yeah, teams are omukra highest percentage within the possibility say Champions League no betomate. The tennisem as na Bobo kono say woman abeuru edikan as na Bobo kono percentage so betomate no. And so 90% and as 96%. Me patron Barcelona Bobo kono 80% so betomate Champions League in Tabalan. And so 82.4%. PSG Bobo Kono 72.4%. Bayern Bobo Kono 17.8%. And of first time for Bobo Kono 27.6% of the part of Borussia Dortmund Bobo Kono 20%. And of Real Madrid Bobo Kono that's 4%. Champions League no. And also the better in Tereka. If Real Madrid Bobo Kono maso here, and so they buy here went to my and some get to here to better so life on Sompa 93.2 FM. Patch that's what thing could also get in some bam and on a paying some of the doors so papa and yes them to talk on patch the tell say yes I'll be yet to between us the Bobo Kono and of Real Madrid Bobo Kono there now swing quick game and also to be tota Mammy Abrante for Lautaro Batanasi Toro I'm a patronia captain to my Intabla Bobo Kono and I say and now I dare back in Tabla Bobo Kono you see a kumpe munchin Bobo Kono pam that is the Intabla Bobo Kono no more I fast in recovering the ball I say anytime time bia Diamond Chubobo kono ebe krabo piano no mo ye fast bet ball no wo me ebetima return ball no dey free Diamond Chubobo kono enti mo win a lot of possession ano ana timi ma Inter Bobo kono wo mo stop fire eni ma so ntima koye amfama Diamond Chubobo kono ntoni aprontia ye fe Lautaro Javier Martinez Toro me patrosia kan captain ba Inter Bobo kono sama ono so dia toja ye wontima so ntima bo safo na me patron mame aprontia for yan so ma goalkeeper no awotam na so ba Diamond wotam de ba Inter Bobo kono wo ya former Diamond for goalkeeper ano mo chade sam onkoto podium for ba Inter Bobo kono na aprontia we master na so den no anya sem keto class ni team no show pa na so tapodi mu a master niema aprontia we be ye so die tiaw no anya sem keto kwanti mame aprontia for yan so ma ni interview the future no na fatu tv no so me patron second leg no kwia Inter Bobo kono first no fei me patron omo manage game no for more approach game no ama be piasom gentleman kwe na patron de tedesa waso ni aprontia for Lautaro Martinez ya twin pass na me atuma retele encounter no adeba ko se Inter Bobo kono ya that is also to recover quickly now for bunya wanting now for me patron the same and ask them energy no body ko remu against Diamond Chubobo kono omo different energy ko remu now for make sure say still omo dominate and winning a lot of possessions now for Bobo qualify to the next stage of the contest the last time me patron Inter Bobo kono omo win a trouble no yeah Diamond Chubobo kono mo shobo kabiano and already telling you say Dos Santos Mario Felix and on let me boy by Inter Bobo kono to the Champions League no am patron made the first Italian club omo winning Coppa Italia and almost with the Italians we are catch start with the Champions League and team patron here no we winning trouble point any time bia Inter Bobo could start record no we the Diamond Chubobo could start yen could have been coach Abrantia you for the Yansoma
an aggressive pressing and nice goals and it was important that we defend like this good energy compact we spoke a lot to each other and that was really important.
Do you think you went a little bit too defensive in the second half?
Maybe yes, we stopped a little bit to play our game, but it's difficult. They made a good pressing, they made an aggressive pressing, and yeah, it changes a lot. But of course, we can play better from behind in the second half to have more control of in the game. But sometimes it's like this, and we have to go through this.
And of course the recovery from having conceded a goal so late, and then you went up and scored. And it actually started with a pass out from you, and must have been an absolutely perfect goal in how Inzaghi wants your team to play.
Yes, that's our.
Anti ano aya me pacho Abrante for the Yansoma and ya ten kan goalkeeper the Inter Bobo kono the free na so yam so de ba yen want to so to mo ye to so na me pacho ne game back toja ano be ten Aston Villa Bobo kono pia Bobo kono na uko pia Bobo kono ma so ya Abrante for the Marcos Marquinhos score ya captain and so the man pia Bobo kono Abrante no so akwa konya yellow card we suspended for the game na mo Abrante for Lincoln in and so aya fit occupy and Tasam Abrante be part of the squad of Best kind against Aston Villa Bobo kono and yes some kito krami patro man sayina yen question positive enough for yen ko Ranford mame Abrantia and asam mame Aston Villa Bobo kono one supporters wo ko through Paris wo ko through France abrotibemo nya some kito kra no my gire aye Paris Saint-Germain supporters no any apostle for Paris and toko mu twabia e ba o mane so no ye ba bo kem yen koso commercial kakra na fe ye mura manfo ewia na fe the match na ba to na fe ya sa ko stadium bo na ye tima ko support Aston Villa Bobo kono na ye tima DP to Bobo kono sun kono mu he obi na ma ko da so kai what I say master where Aston Villa supporters so say England for the obudru ba bia ya mono gensi di mutem ama anka ni padua o ma ho ento otwa bi wie no na so koje tentem no na be biasom ekwentin fito no ane eta to tv de so wo de yenko da fa yenko de ekosi ye we Aston Villa ni PSG supporters no fa post for eti me patcho way Aston Villa supporters no nya sam ke to mo kwatra ba omu twa bi wie no say chale ya bani aba amedan we yen pers manager mon first kanimra yen twa wie a yen man kodar so ne yen sesa ne ma yen mura manfo na fa bi piasom enko enti wey eye me patcho Aston Villa supporters ne fu ba so ye enso de paro no pay yen want to so to mo yen to betere so ena me patcho basta bobo kono mo game na so tojo wo mo ne Borussia Dortmund bobo kono enso de boni kama pa na me patcho Borussia Dortmund for wo mo ankasa ena ma already to the jockey no be club to the for jockey club former manager at the Borussia Dortmund bobo kono training abrantia ya for Robert fantastic kuban ana mo prepare brante no ana for buta brante no ana kwesta kai enso de Pierre to bobo kono na me patcho player what it Borussia Dortmund bobo kono pa in the history ayo mo ankasa former striker mo former player already to Robert fantastic kuno say wa bought 27 games and the tia Borussia Dortmund bobo kono wa set 27 goals and on ya brante for Robert Lewandowski in any time bia obesia the former club Borussia Dortmund bobo kono e come here say punishment or the mo ya da no pa 27 games 27 goals no say and the tia the former club Borussia Dortmund bobo kono and on ya brante for Robert Lewandowski kuban me patro the free so so dey ba na ne game to ja me patro Barca bobo kono Borussia Dortmund bobo kono we dem start open the fastest year players and some yeah Champions League limited season na ya brante for the Karim Adeyemi David brante the 35,300 and 35,300 kilometers per hour in the Champions League na fe me patro Jimmy Bino guidance 34,900 kilometers Tasania so get 34,900 kilometers per hour in the UEFA Champions League two players are one more hard to the palm they are brante for the Karim Adeyemi and for already thing any Jimmy guidance Bino star players were now one better to pass a bobo kurinya some get to me patro no do time be now already to the color slot president why thing to a football na no ball mama me saw picture on already to the color slot and just some get to press a bar already to the color slot so palm that just some get to an appear to bobo kono one may use for home jersey enti anon any just one may use against Aston Villa bobo kurinteno kakra and on a pedestal banty ye trust no fe aprita first one baba trustom now much boy no one patcho be want to bobo connect to me 17 games and asem want to be winning 17 games for fear SN 5 draws at the PS so which is 22 games unbeaten in their home in the UEFA Champions League now so me patcho no inter bobo kono sarra kono o ma bonegala we kra ama testani me kwacho ensom ade ama be mo to bobo kono to ne kakra and on a pedestal by want to ma ensom etaba we to to so live on Sompa 93.1 FM at testanya se kito kro na ba America to pa as na bobo kono cover a lot on the page at time Real Madrid to bobo kono na as na bobo kono register 11 shots against Real Madrid bobo kono which even intensity the last team I'm patwotimi registered 11 shots against Real Madrid bobo kono was 209 and we Liverpool bobo kono and Liverpool etimi register 11 shots against Real Madrid since that time yenya klaba wetima timu star fit no me patwona as na bobo kono bobaten one be yetima no anso di tia Real Madrid bobo kono niam som entima koyi am fama Real Madrid bobo kono ntoni kakra eno no pa no so ba enti wotimi kan no pa akoda koje time heba mesha na bino no na bobo na say time no time ebabo ama bi pia so tobako so tamao enti say won to be the wa poso ya na wote ya opa dia wote any time eba mister nya bi no malaria mo no be pam no nyina enso the free the petche mam where you fit ama bi pia so tobako so tamana fei e no pesa wote me ka time Heba Mister, and so you trouble come for the master no be na bobi na me catch us a boost immune system no obey to set temperature be piasum the be so time Heba Mister and that's get to no thing and no shit now some get 20 na be no bo or man be to no piano sabaka bi na mo patro ataruma any time Heba Mister pay phone come o pedu to 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 yahuma obeto my first time hepa Mr. Nafe wonen perform na so etobedi nkomo ama bibia so etobakwe so tama afei na no pay mame mfanto de bosa wo ba bedi sika me patro mega cash lucky boss enya sepketo kra mega cash lucky boss me patro sta mega cash ye wo boss bi wo a wo tuso wo options ni mu a wo bedi sika bebre wo kra sika 5 Ghana cedi pen na odi twaye ema instant resource instantly na boss resource na ba na afei we dia boss instantly sika no nso ba begu wo mobile wallet ni mu ente instant cash in receive wo mobile wallet ni mu ata senya sepketo kra mega cash lucky boss everywhere me bia na sika na mu everywhere me bia na wuti anya sepketo $20 star 426 star 6 hash ne miaso a options ni be yi aba choose lucky boss miaso pe na fe wedi na fe install da sika na ba bete account so kama mega cash unya 18 years amen ko ho 18 years and above ewo and ewo mrem so betime twa na fo betime kama ubetime wini about 5 billion old Ghana cedis ukra be 20 cedis about who twa 5 cedis bo aso wedi be 5 billion sika ne pemonti dibi maybe biaso nko mega cash lucky boss o me heavy panya some ketokra prince ewo ha na afra apostle so ha na el celebro ewo ha prince what to say
let us trade up on yankopa
bibia bako de mungo de ma Allah ya dan yankopo ase prince maminte were you surprised yesterday?
Frankly speaking, using the word surprise the right word to use, and I said to say the right thing to say.
Okay.
Not to.
Were you shocked?
You see, shock no work when you realize Arsenal were able to beat Madrid by 3-0. And if you watch the game, you could have seen now Arsenal had the chance to score even about 5 or 6. On their match, that is where the surprising aspect comes in. But for Arsenal to be able to beat Madrid at their home grounds in the UEFA Champions League now, nanka enshada surprise, enke 1-0, be a 2-1 beer. Anka, it will feel some way like a normal thing that has happened in the game of football. Because I know Bema Manfo Philly say then the comeback will be possible when Arsenal travel to Santiago Bernabeu. Until I know the anka a bit normal. Though say people were still having that hope and belief, especially me. Say Madrid will win that game. But to go down by 3-0, and even in the game, entire 90 minutes, now Philly say Madrid is playing something. Madrid is even trying to, put the ball at the back of the net. No, that is where the surprising aspect comes in. Now, let me start it like this. And now, starting lineup nearby, I don't say me can't be home come once pa.
Yeah.
Starting lineup nearby, and I felt like, nah, this is going to be a gamer. I still had that hope, say Madrid will win, even after seeing the starting lineup. But I hold them not me hope not dwindle down. Me who line up now said David Alaba is going to be starting the game. My hopes dwindled down because in the morning maybe can't say no what say for the na omo national team ine eka hono for not to sumame Madrid line up na omo national team is in the door no. Look, seeing this no, I felt like this the wrong choice of lineup papa friend Carlo Ancelotti and this the lineup no the shots here. Thibaut Courtois and Goal is perfect. If you have Rudiger and Asensio, at least we've seen them this season. Though Rudiger, after in the injury, and share them who so about back to form. But Omumienu at the back, normal because we've seen them this season. Federico Valverde at the right hand side, and as at the right back, normal. We've seen him play there a number of occasions at Oboboniyi. But on the left side was where the problem was. David Alaba, I made it emphatically clear here. Say David Alaba free injury by. He's not back to the normal form. Even before the Obeko injury, let's be realistic. Even before David Alaba injury, now on Shedanya one of those Madrid defenders now all shiny bebre. Now the performance never down into a free injury by the Enya Kra. And Carlo Ancelotti decided say Obabo made for flat 4. And that was the end of Madrid game Nenra. Because Obo made for flat now. 4 players in the midfield now. Let's ask ourselves, in Madrid team, when they are on the offense, and I say when they are pressing up higher, I hear for that pressing work in the moment. I brought a friend Rodrigo and then Jude Bellingham. I'm gonna have that kind of pressing work no anymore than Madrid. So if you shift them back, so I'm gonna more of midfielders. When I'm gonna call many bebrea. oh limit one kasa who in terms of pressing up high. Oh, my opponent need the freedom to be able to play from the back. And Tiano Kellen Mape Vinicius Jr. How would they even press William Saliba, Julian Timber, Luis Kelly free the left back? No about Shane FIFA. How are they even going to press them? Because naturally they are not built for that, and they don't have that kind of mentality. It's not difficult for them. You get the whole point here. And so Vinicius Jr. would never track back. He's not known for that. And to Jude Bellingham be board that left side, ne say be ya Jude Bellingham be boa Abrantia, your friend David Alaba. Meaning you were very much aware, said David Alaba ain't me handle because Bukayo Saka alone. You were having a left back, though we know say Frank Garcia isn't that kind of a left back over here when you want to defend properly. But at least he's the player who is fit. I will bet me about that place also. So why don't you play him? You play Abrante FM Vinicius Jr. Now, for the first 11 October, first 11 now the buy Madrid the end to Sumame. This should have been a perfect, in my opinion. Minye coach, and very good this one. Minye coach, but in my opinion, this should have been a perfect 11 and Kaese Kalanchuloti de Chassia. If you play Frank Garcia, Nabo Vinicius Jr., it will then send signal to us now say, let's not forget Bukayo Saka is coming from an injury. And again, when me and we all know Senna when fully fit. And your Julian Timber, you name Senna on Ben White, no when you fully fit. Julian Timber so more game then. So if you play Vinicius Jr., a not attack more and then Frank Garcia, so we know how will Timmy surge forward. And think best send the signals to us now say I just say left hand side one and I say right hand side that Minkas attacking weapon no, which is Bukayo Saka no. Ya be na ko nanim bebre. Na say ball need to see a Vinicius and Frank Garcia could operate from there and could do the damage. But Papa friend Carlo Ancelotti anya ne sa. Or limit Vinicius the presence up front and kebe edi hu kakra beto Arsenal defenders no. Or limit by the left side. So meboa David Alaba no more stop Bukayo Saka. Enti ebasa Bukayo Saka no so enya that kind of vim na say that freedom, that mentality say I am the one they are trying to stop. Into onhwe. You get the point I'm making here. Okwa anymore on dwen because on him say den ya me no mo dwen kon be fa so on be stop me. Enti ball ni nti nsi machi. That was the main thing I had Real Madrid team no. And then it was a poor lineup. And the low mentality Madrid set up na nase Carlo Ancelotti set up omudiko realm. Now for video na me dem an to so ma me na me nim komo bi mfanwie e Madrid game no. For video na me dem an fa to so ma me. Look, let's be realistic. You are going up you are going to play against a team or a set piece masters. Person wa hire mame very good. Or a set piece masters. In the first place, my describe Bukayo Saka David Alaba mismatch na e wom na nkeni kwan so bo Alaba. Alaba na be call say this a mistake. This foul David Alaba or try so be mark Bukayo Saka, but you cannot do that. David Alaba at your age, you cannot mark Bukayo Saka. Even if Saka is not fully fitter, you cannot mark him.
Would you say age and rustiness?
Now. Yes, and American say age, no any rustiness now take you over. You cannot mark him. Ordinary didn't be drew and feel honum right in front of the 18-year boss. A honor coach and meanwhile ordinary in the left side on the buy. And the moment at this free kick in a better honum now, let the video play. Papa friend Thibaut Courtois. And see a mistake in this game. Look at the wall person where you are coming up against a team. At least we know say good set piece takers. But more direct free kick because the last time on board direct free kick it was Martin Odegaard in 2020-2021. But if they get a free kick in such space, what do? You try to do everything possible. Say be limiting the chances of them getting a goal. But on my four-man war no so shifted by inside the door. And so tie Declan Rice and some no kan or say the moment obejina bonne or no Odegaard and Saka. And no more born. But on say space na Courtois eto no one dan chen so. And o catch Saka say o fili so betimi abobo no. And Saka so catch say so fili so betimi abo. Then you have a go at it. And that space ne so. And o make sure so be kele ball perfectly. It was a nice game. And that's a nice free kick, no boy, Now let the video continue. This free kick let's look at something here. A nice free kick, frankly speaking. In recent times, me who and said Declan Rice no boss free kick. No meaning what the match na here. and said they can rise almost a free kick. No, it was very, very nice. Now let's look at Bukayo Saka yet again. He was given that freedom yet again. In FIFA Madrid 18 hours
Bukayo freedom. No, Thomas Partey was virtually free.
Literally free because the midfield no boy and Kamavinga and Luka Modric. Ebasa omunyina na ball progressors transitors. Unya a proper defensive midfield or back tackle aje balls na the amount because Trameni wasn't there and Feduko Vavada no bet me I said so has been shifted to the right back. It's now Arsenal for no freedom in the midfield. And almost I could say this foul yet again. Bonus I could turn it. So frankly speaking, I saw say Arsenal, they came into the game well prepared than Madrid. They came into the game with the mentality to win. But Madrid came into the game and said, "You try to see a best stop Arsenal from scoring." And they couldn't do it. And look, let me make this last statement on that game. If Arsenal do not qualify after winning 3-0 at home against Real Madrid, na second leg no Madrid beat me ebe come back. Believe you me, Arsenal say you ban your move free the Champions League no, because it is something that cannot be possible. Look, let's be realistic. Arsenal played the game without
Madrid.
Look,
if Madrid in the return leg encounter,
yes, Arsenal yes, Madrid is having that crowd. We understand, Meba. We understand that, but let's not forget, Arsenal played during Timber half fit. Bukayo Saka half fit, yet he was dominating. Omobo Jakub Kiwior. Listen to this.
And
then me say Arsenal have every right to qualify, and in the second leg, no, I don't see the way Madrid beat me. I come back. Very, very good performance from Arsenal. And then Dortmund by a game. No, I don't have a Barcelona game. No, I don't have much to say about it because listen, me underrate you because I underrated Arsenal and they really live up to the bill and making sure so make and want to. Me underrated Dortmund. But for Dortmund lineup, Netos Namenka say Minchel. Me underrated Dortmund. Listen to this. But I don't see a way out for Dortmund. And no, I make this same thing against Arsenal. Arsenal made the way and I said got themselves away. But the same thing I'm going to say about Dortmund, and this time around, I see say it is not never going to happen. Listen to this. Anton Valdemar, or a centre back. Emre Can is a defensive midfielder, and I say central midfielder. Abrante friend Remy Bensibani is a left back. Abrante friend Ryerson is a right back. Listen to this. Omechi honum no without Nico Tabek more honum na so more out of the game no. There is no proper center back and no bet me abo Omechi honum. Anto Valdemar kwa ko face Abrante friend Rafinha. Yenim say Rafinha will speed or a pacey. Emre Can is slow. Remy Bensibani is good when he is offended. It is all my lineup near where you honum now. It is going to create spaces for Barcelona, and we know say Barcelona when they decide to be clinical this particular season. No more firepower and no chance I say attack. It is going to be very difficult for any team there to withstand. And that's what we've seen on so many occasions they can disappoint. And Barcelona coming into this game with that kind of form, I feel say. We don't have to go into Barcelona game and Alami Yama be Reina Pedro. No, I don't even see that. I see a straight win for Barcelona yet again in this game against Borussia Dortmund.
But that's it. And yeah, baby, Madrid Adri, here, Donek Heba Mister, Donek Heba Mister, Donek Heba Mister. Hey, I don't know say we Patron Prince, Apostle, and Philip, Pedro Webia, Sompa Mama, Oba, Wansabekabi. Enti ehia pankrono for etimeti mu amu benge no pankrono still for what just a mozongo for momre adwuma ya mu magi Donek Heba Mister me say bema so bo brana na sanfa jai brother to na ma obema mu nyeden na fa obema fam what just here minimo bia ne bema mu dintie ma ne nya adwuma on the need na say wo de ma obema mu nyeden na tra hosa me ba wetima yem ho adwuma what you say? Na Donek Heba Mister no numa ebetima mwa yo ba no ho adwuma me patro bema sanyema nkoya wo de to bibia to twene na ma obema mu nya den na duro de mura why yo ba no ho adwuma Donek Heba Mister no den nya bi no na popo what you say eboa ema me patro sisi bi ya den wo sisi yo ye be ye fru ho eboa bo mo jet Mr. Kuletiye pa ana fe bema wo jira so che what I say, would just check pa the piano one, and after Wuswa, a year to cause all Belman a bit to my peja. Nya Donek Heba Mister, me patro member be a tone will be on Sabakabi, Wo padudu to a 0246727677 0246727677 ya homa obeto my friend Donek Heba Mester obema mbe ye ding Philip want to say
Yami Adon Bema
media sisi
Donek
Donek Bema obema mo ye ding
Buy be second leg
oh there be a visa company as a control media kejano
sana
oh so we control keja na ye cover sana visa company say the bema mo enkoye.
The game is far from over. Bayern Munich Inter Milan game is far from over. I was expecting Inter Milan to go a mile ahead of Team Bayern and Ra. Now Bayern Munich this season, why are team very well? There were players that were missing. Say if they were part of the game and Ra, the contest would have been a different story. Now one player Jamal Musiala. Say what did Jamal Musiala see in Senienso? Now they compare the Inter Milan team Noah. Currently, Walker creator in chief in both Inter Milan and Bayern Munich. There is no close pal to Jamal Musiala.
Okay.
Jamal Musiala at this at the age, you know, I've dreamed that the team no as to any age. There are players on Motesa. When Andres Iniesta won the World Cup in 2010 in South Africa, no way Andres Iniesta Ginaho, no way in the age. Now again, what I dreamed then the 3 more. I said terabytes. What a terabyte be question phone and 7 players a phone the wolf from you. That was Andres Iniesta then. And that is Jamal Musiala. Boy no has come of age. When him saw a Chelsea Academy boy.
Aye.
Or a Chelsea Academy lad.
Aye.
And then the Chelsea first started a comparative analysis.
So what catch apostle?
Yes. Say, Akwawe, omu a mistake with him. They could have kept him. But almost system no didn't allow Jamal Musiala to develop.
Declan Rice also your Chelsea product.
Yes. System no boy Jamal Musiala to develop at Chelsea. In the Chelsea fans, no boy way I am a player. Jamal Musiala, Chelsea na no. But Bayern gave him time, and he's the face of the German national team. And we the German national team are the 2 bad boys, Jamal Musiala and a brand friend Florian Wirtz. I'm the face of the German national team, but he is the primus inter pares for the German national team, Jamal Musiala. And Bayern Munich missed goalkeeper Manuel Neuer. Now, say. Problem with Bayern Munich in recent times. So we steady Bayern Munich team now. Constantly. So Bayern Munich link goalkeeper biya so baba Bayern Munich because what we play a second fiddle to goalkeeper friend Manuel Neuer. There is no way our coach biya be bench Manuel Neuer for you. And so many examples are cited. Sven Ulreich is an example. And they walk on Stuttgart. Goalkeeper now, one Stuttgart face. Alexander Nubel is an example. Alexander Nubel from Schalke 04. Official Schalke joined Bayern Munich, you know, because of Manuel Neuer. We need a lot of game time. But after Manuel Neuer, he's the next goalkeeper. No other rather than so after Ter Stegen. For Ter Stegen, on a point of Pabasa German national team on the because say Neuer retire bending. Now, fortunately for him, Manuel Neuer acquired time on the international career. Then Bayern MSC Manuel Neuer and Ra in the game against Inter Milan. Another player Bayern Munich MSC na dream when himself constantly work at a partnership at the back for Bayern Dio Pemecano and a Kemenjai. And Ra because Dio was out through injuries, you know, and Ra Obo this Eric Dyer, the Jewish from Tottenham Hotspur. Eric Dyer na partner Brent Kemenjai. Now Eric Dyer no bo Kemenjai no. Eric Dyer no the strength in football. Mention down who Eric Dyer sir and the Mauricio Pochettino and under the coaches on your Moye Juma even at Tottenham Hotspur. Me who the best of a player friend Eric Dyer. Into no and there was another weakness. Partner now or partner Kemenjai. Into my Kemenjai played above himself or qua onim dia or cover at the back for Team Bayern Munich. So there was weakness at a center back as well. Another player no one player I call him a sub-in-chief. Also, if he bench no per game 1, he changes the contest at will. And that player is Kingsley Coman. And Bayern Munich MSC Kingsley Coman. For Serge Gnabry, for now they've lost that trust. Go coach, Vincent Kompany has lost that trust for Serge Gnabry. Into Serge Gnabry and run our bench. But in the place of Serge Gnabry, about Rafael Guerreiro, so no near the creator-in-chief because there was no Jamal Musiala. In terms of Bayern Munich lineup, no clearly. And group be me wom, me admin. what I wrote in the before the kickoff, and I say Inter Milan might nick this one because of the lineup. Obi Omi group in Biabe will be testament to this. Before kickoff, this is what I wrote. Into results now by you know, you really Inter Milan and Bayern Munich by 2-1. Now let me go into the game.
Is it also going saying Vincent Kompany inexperienced manager?
I don't want to use that word inexperienced.
The squad is right, but the manager is inexperienced.
Moka say inexperienced. I don't get inexperienced. I don't understand.
Yes, Simeone Inzaghi experience in the Champions League. Someone who has reached the grand finale of the competition.
Me no maintain inexperience. Where did I say?
Okay.
Yes, I don't understand inexperience in this contest.
So I think that the appropriate will be inexperienced as a top manager.
Okay.
Because
but as a player,
you have made a statement.
As a top manager,
and also inexperience in the stage now. You're born on Champions League. Simeone Inzaghi has gone there for more than 2 times.
So you are making a statement.
Yes, and he's inexperienced in terms of that.
And I make say statements are metias here. But when you see an experiencer, no.
Yes, because
as a coach, he has coached. Yeah, but in this instance, the Champions League, I get you.
Into the Vincent Kompany, men blame for the lineup, because I'm not convinced about Bayern's lineup. That was yesterday. Before the kickoff, this was my write-up. And made as a prince. This was the write-up I made and before the kickoff. Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. I'm not too convinced about Bayern's lineup because I feel Inter might nick this one, despite their recent form. Now, Inter Milan game now a win or winning, you know. I think tactical masterclass at a point a play role in the second half, and at a point in time in the second half, when a game the bay 1-1, manager Simeone Inzaghi HNG Enrique Mkhitaryan, no they Davide Fratesi bound. Because Fratesi no holding Mkhitaryan no a very good passer of the ball. Into the Mkhitaryan no ever pushy ball no more, but defensively or weakness. Into no so what ball Mkhitaryan na. This a moment you need to manage the game because you are playing away at the Allianz Arena, and again you have to get a result because there's a weakened Bayern Munich team. Into no what the Fratesi bar Fratesi no more defensive cover again assign a good passer or that is attacking fluency to a team Bayern Munich, and that's no here in special the right wing back and that is Matthew Damian no you're very good when he's going forward and defending, but at a point in time he needed a defender and Casa to back up a brand friend Benjamin Pavard, Francesco Acerbi, and again another player friend Alessandro Bastoni. So that one bear for the back because you are playing against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. No, the youngster friend Jan Bisek by, and Jan Bisek this season he's my revelation of the Italian Serie A. He's been outstanding for Jan Bisek. He's been outstanding for team that is Inter Milan. So Inter Milan and Ra, we know Muini, men no honsre. Don't tickle yourself and laugh. I say what you attack Mari when we Nambia. The return leg in a betray say Inter Milan balls and clouds to win to go past Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich fans should pray say players Jamal Musiala, Manuel Neuer, Dario Upamecano, Alfonso Christie Davis, and Chris Coman omuna be fit for the return leg. And yes Sadia maybe just maybe Inter Milan join Dortmund and Barcelona. Now game between PSG and Aston Villa. There are a lot of key battles. I am here. Hakimi Ashraf, to me, he's the best right back in the game currently. And then what the Hakimi Ashraf see and what the Trent Alexander-Arnold see. Arnold is very good when going forward, but defensively, Arnold is always a minus. But for Hakimi, it's the weakness. Meaning the weakness of Hakimi Ashraf. Say you defend it, you attack it. Again, you have those forward and incisive passes. Hakimi is there. Hakimi Ashraf, who the weakness of this Moroccan right back. Now Hakimi is coming direct at Marcus Rashford. It is one of the key battles I'm relishing. Another key battle, Ousmane Dembele and Lucas Digne. Lucas Digne, 2013, Turkey. When Ghana won the 20 World Cup, it was a game between France and Ghana. Almost shared by 2-1. It was Lucas Digne. Boy na Karen Lobo Udinis no. Game no team France. It was Pogba who was the captain then for the French and the 20 team. Okay, it was Pogba who was the captain that time. Lucas Digne was part of that team. And Digne is coming direct at Ousmane Dembele. Take nothing away from Dembele. Dembele is in rich vein of form. Last time he make arguments say you can't Kylian Mbappe mu, you can't Lamine Yamal mu this season. why don't you put Usman Dembele in that bracket this season? The numbers naturally. Says football na bear numbers so. Unlike those years now, you can FIFA Football of the Year. Look at this: Luis Figo, Raul Gonzalez, Alessandro Del Piero, Roberto Baggio, Romario, Ronaldo. Who they are the world best footballer name man? Because in terms of star-studded, in terms of names or more, but in our era no, Sanya Messi and Ronaldo. Once upon a time, maybe I say Nimpa Bakubina wabe fame. But currently no, because the Ronaldo Messi era, I say letter by letter no, it has shut because they are not in Europe and currently football no how our trend is equal. You can't defeat nature. Age you know so any of my fan. In say no, what players are who are also making a big this season. Usman Dembele, I always put him in that bracket. When you're the best of seasons, and once in Abuano, and it's a coach not Siano. Coach my friend Luis Enrique. The problem here, ego. When him say sometimes in this life, we have be a competition ni wa. Obia get your pill. Seven predators when leaders don't yell though, but say leaders here too quieter. Obia get your pay. Okay. Into no when Sir Luis Enrique am for 9 si for moi. And Usman Dembele and form na winyano, he wouldn't get close. Benne or born the best of football. But by the face of Paris Saint-Germain. Game near to between Aston Villa and Paris Saint-Germain. Key battles no. One key battle so America, Vicha Varatskhelia, or come direct at two players Tyrone Mings and Ezri Konsa. But Paris Saint-Germain, I will constantly say this. Me, there are many see them as outsiders, but to me, they are my favorite for the Champions League.
But I say, Philip, and I are telling Apostle. Baba, say bibi aboko.
Oh, nyame adom bibi aboko.
And I was shirt in the color no for pa.
Medasi, asida nyame dia. Quick one, mami making reference to. And so Ransford mami the free kick Declan Rice, the first one. Now, Prince, who can say you see the best accolades should go to the player. Reason.
Credit.
We enye Nicola Jovia.
Oh,
listen to what he said. It's not listen. Player no said before Befa kick no Captain Odegaard captain and said on chippy ball no he will run and he should chip the ball to him. And I said on crossing man. So that's what Odegaard wanted based on what he want to do. Trainer no see. So I'm talking about the set piece trainer.
Yeah.
Or also went for the cross.
Yeah.
Yes, to the last ball. And Sebio Saka, Bukayo Saka say. Ade we there. What doing so Mimi Nyanka, Bebo. So what is it so? Who as a player, nia who feel say at that point the set piece coach Bibia is muted. You see, in football, that is what I keep saying. In football, cross on mobile, there's it. Fantastic, fantastic. Now, the most important thing I make about side the DBI maker and say, you see, in football, there are times on the football play, oh yeah, the quality players to think themselves when coaches no cry at junior pim.
Yeah.
Or say me who keeper no. So listen to Declan Rice. Me who keeper no baby ojina. And na me who wall no say wall no yan 20 ye. So oh yeah the intelligence of a player at that time and you're a zombie player who every time is a coach kasa.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with the technical team. At star point, you know, Arsenal has a chance baby. Wahun say or dream Captain Akasa Bogu Sebi free kick expert Aka also Debbie. And now the Guardians okay. The Guardian is also say who feel so dear. The intelligence of the first of all, spotting goalkeeper no position is a mark of a good player. Spotting goalkeeper no position is a mark of an intelligent player. Because I know the first of all ball no e down. Baby obebo for any and nine no e kwan fast way so ubeni and nine no see ball. And who's your first goal now? Who said 2 goals no? Baku fast so Baku fan vivi.
Yeah.
It's also a mark of a classic player. Because on himself Kotoa no nye keeper kitwa. And to be buffer baby Faku twice obechi. So me dani na dream This you give it masterfully to the player. You understand me?
Yeah.
Where a player no the muddy boss the nyansa ni GD or what on him and all this and this top credit to him. And to show I'm one dressing room.
Ralford, please. We are talking about Arsenal, Real Madrid. You know, to concentrate on Arsenal, Real Madrid.
Look, Declan Rice. Oh yeah, what you said. You know they've been talks. Declan Rice. They've been talks about even when he was at West Ham or Banasha. Talks about how the quality. Sometimes they are strong. A year three, any baby all. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Declan Rice can start in the Madrid midfield.
Declan
on any
Rice.
day, yes.
Is it after this game and also before the game?
Look. Sanet here we are some baby. I want a three. A three. Baby, I want here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
William Saliba will walk to Real Madrid and start.
Oh, I need your best start.
And yeah, for a long time would have started. Over the years would have started. Madrid defense have been leaking here. They be managing it. We all got here say, but why for Arsenal? Now got time and Van Dijk was Adante. Now when himself you will rise to this level and be playing Liverpool for this years and be captaining it.
No.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Sadio Mane same. So sometimes a training baby. Look, the gentleman was brilliant. To the dressing room, they were mobbing him all over because look, he deserved it. And we a player, the piano, you must have one casa or see. He's been doing the set piece training personally. Then so Akwenya Nede MI. Moro Bebo Asandigoto. And a Maxwell. Me call training they be a Moro. No, I set piece to a shirt no bo.
I'm Moro.
And to say league you know or set piece rough for own tears here.
Yeah.
Because of the
behind the
continuous
scenes
practice.
Yeah.
And the preparation give opportunity to you.
Yeah.
Or prepare an opportunity, but you take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That is what he's done. We a lot of your players are Ghana lazy players. Apart from training, they don't do anything else. The park no so ni coach ni no. Say Abasa no pima no. He's done good job. Now, transfer my supporters, Aston Villa PA supporters. Me am per supporters. Me am per supporters. Man, tokwa no near to see. And Nigerians from don't forget Villa. From 82, they've not been at this level. So to a Villa fan, yes, and they yes, punches didn't konya.
I come apart.
Away a preparation to us.
You know, be anu atue. Near the plaster.
Obi tuaka set of free England and Villa or no bad we are no be. Because right the crowd mutik in 2,000 nipa 3,000 aba. 3,000 there some work club now more job money. And you put the basa. When enema Champions League near Sunkuno. This
but Apostle, yeah, memoir. ABC, you see.
Oh, you know.
But I could see what you say. Am I going to say?
Yeah, be weird.
I was obi
question be say yeah dey na cause omu dey omu tie dey bia rest obe we say bia
omu twa bi
what dey say obi okọ we okọ ba the near jise okoye obi su dey no say wakoye we the ni agi masa me call Paris do me ko bomb nipa me no asum supporters that's how they are and you prepare for the game way park no you can imagine what is going to transpire in way
yeah
and nibre pa. So it's just the fun and excitement of it. Now, me call Cup Champions League. You see, BBM your masters room. Ali yesterday, Masakola is on course again. What's that Masakola winning first two? This is the quest to win the third that Coach Ibianye be on the continent. This is on the quest. Now, on set, Hilal will go all out. Like Mikache, Hilal will go all out to at least see whether they can score. And so, Nyoye said he made sure said. Hani Mohammed and Ati Atala, the right and left fullback. And then if you have someone like Rami Rabi, I said Sergio Ramos, in the Ali team. And Ashraf Dari, somebody who have gone to play Brest and is back. The quality. And then Akram Tofik did a yeoman job because what said or experience at the level, the coach selection was spot on with the work rate of the player. Enra, look, Kane, El Haj, Kane, and Ahmed Rauf, who play in the midfield, were outrun any time that Ali wanted. What Ali was doing was that they defended so deep and allowed, say, Guramusha, Embra Nenim, brilliant left winger, Adama Koulibaly, the 19-year-old Malian international, on banenim. Omo Babiano, what Ali does that when they win possession of the ball, they quickly counter attack. So yesterday they had 36% possession. Now, historical, that's what Ali does do knockout stages. Now, the reason why I say Ali, when it comes to knockout stage, forget about me. For example, the Sierra Belizar no group stage. They don't care about group stage. At this stage, or the 0-0, bet me about 0-0 when you fear the show. Now, guess what? After Coach Kasai, Florian Bengi said disappointment. But listen, they played everything, they passed the ball, but they were not penetrating. Listen to something. And Mika Ubetia say, Ali is a team with quality and star-studded lineup. So what an experience at this level. Level where we have experience and quality. Mohamed Eshana with the captain, goalkeeper. He's won 4 CAF Champions League. Listen. Right back Hani Mohamed, they're winning 4 CAF Champions League with Ali.
Wow.
Left back, Atiat Allah, won the Champions League WAC of Morocco. Rami Rabia and Sad Samer in 2011 were brought to Ali. He's won 6. Ashraf Derry Okobo Bresno won with WAC. So the back for everybody has one champion. The list is 1. So they understand this stage. Akram Tofik about 6, I winning 3. Marawan Ati, I winning 2. Now, Imam Ashur winning Confederation Cup was Amalek, but Oba, however, winning back. Ashraf Ben Shaki, the left winger, winning with WAC 2017. Why Sam Abu, I bet winning back. The only player in Alice Landa that did not win is Ned Gadisa. That has not won the Champions League before. It's Ned Gadisa. Where the rich experience and quality they have that no other team has. What is here?
Yeah.
Menyaba Hussein Eshani after Magbamuso winning 4-4 each. Now, Tahir Mohammed of free bench, but he's been injured all this while. Emma Mashal pass. Okay. He also has 3. So, Ali at this level, they can only beat themselves through complacency. At this level, they can also, and you see, all the clubs that have played at this level, all of them have no less than 3 or 4 minimum international players starting.
Okay.
Tina last week was a Ghana. The issue about even international players, you say me and Sanchez, you say starting trade because they are boy. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's good. Sundance, I mean, they did marvelous.
Surprisingly,
and Amul Odi, Yan, Rodrigo, Mohamed Hamwani, strikers in boy. But trust me, Grant Kenkana, he did solidly well. Prince Koza, they defended so well. And they also knew when the master Miguel Cardozo already Esperance Cup finals last year against Ali and lost. Now they've come to semi-finals again. Who's the last year? Omni WAC 2-2 home. Yeah. WAC D. Now they've come again. Unfortunately, ASFA 2-0. No Musha Youssef Efal any job there. They did what they can, but 3 no dear. Now last 5 minutes we say referee nyenyenye. Sanka omu to box mu kyan kwaji penalty. Katri omushe. Referee ya 8 games nezu never never. So now. And Pirates is playing today. Yeah. Like I said, Pirates will qualify. A very interesting semi-finals. But Ali,
when you have Mamelodi Sundowns, Ali,
yeah, that's and it's going to be very interesting.
Esperance,
Pirates. No, they did. Just say fan alpha. They played their hard fan alpha.
Okay.
No, but when we look, the Sundowns have. Don't forget that about half of Sundowns still play Bafana.
Yeah.
That's the quality, and every time the international friends quality for, so they have quality and they have a good coach.
Okay. Berima Uswans, I will say 3 cups of rice is 1 Ghana cedi.
Oh, yeah. I said Declan Rice.
3 cups.
No, look, put everything aside.
I said no, Busa Madrid for say, who red?
Yes, I said
he asked Madrid for say, do you know red?
Which red? Arsenal red.
Arsenal red.
Liverpool red. Now, quality. Kotwa Obon said, Masa. Charlie, why they spell the first goal?
Okay.
Who's the first keeper? First po shower. From Sonfield.
Yeah.
And a first post na kwani ball no 2 years.
Okay.
But the guy is good. Let's just celebrate him. He's just good.
Okay.
And I know Patesu. No, I mean he was solid.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Anyway, if I say Arsenal will score and eliminate Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. We are winning the UEFA Champions League this season. Enye Kasapi, where Joseph Ejay Owusu Casemiro, And that's to Boba Park. No. Okay, Swiftman also from Atonsu. In Arsenal Real Madrid game yesterday, who was the highest rated Arsenal player for the night? And how did Thomas Partey protected Arsenal defense?
He was the MVP. So
okay, congrats to Arsenal. I say congrats to Arsenal. Doesn't the 3-0 win at Emirates? Gunners, okay. Yes, I can message Shifman Atonsu. Thank you for your message. Yamisha Pa. Yensha that message is saying. I said there was no way Bayern will score Inter Milan. In Kumsa, check Inter's UEFA Champions League records and performance this season. Their attackers are solid plus defense. So look at Bayern defense. Inter will eliminate Bayern Munich. We a Berima. Also some message or dear Barono. Okay, Yansha we Ramford Hardy was say please Inter was excellent yesterday. That Lautaro Martinez goal bro deserves Ballon d'Or. We a Ramford Hardy the message what they Barono. There's some good talk. Abbas Zakari was saying good morning to you all. For the best sports station, keep it up, okay. Philip, what do you and 10 times on the young queer commercials no? Mammy Mao, some few minutes. Now, young fa yes, can now also be at me first car. It in Facebook could also Sompa 93.1 FM, Sompa 93.1 FM on the Facebook. Yeah, you better drop in on our comment section hall and stay on the Facebook, get your course and chop money. Okay, Philip. And
your first code is simple. 1AA 1AA BA 02A.
Best saver.
Yeah. That is 1AA BA 02A. That is
best
the
saver.
mega accumulator.
Okay.
The mega accumulator.
Okay.
Now the second one 1AA BBA FB. 1AA BBA FB.
Betway best saver.
Yes, that is cerebral bites. Now the third one, 1AABA C20.
Okay.
But another a moment to swap back. And 1AACF 582. And we roll on. So these are the quotes for the day.
Okay.
Definitely. We must take some coins.
Okay. Pacho course near say airdrop your comment section or course Sompa 93.1 FM, Sompa 93.1 FM. Yana yabamo 3 codes. To be channel the Arsenal cook the rice to Real Madrid. Fifth Tite Ferguson. Are they? Anna wanted to Madrid force and I would message be at the okay. Yana when yamra. Yaba twaso near the system at the Thomas of Apostle and not the Homa Real Madrid. Some Arsenal. Arsenal. Tama Arsenal. Okay. Maybe.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing. But nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
If I shop, I'm not sure you're bad.
Brad, and not so good.
Not all about me, she see about Queen Wayne and say,
Brad, said your time about Misha, it's your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, no, this is offending now.
Brad, and make us a midi time about Misha one dance ya. We are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria, where Granny time about Misha.
And you know, dear, no matter I want to meet any deal.
What drew the time herbal mixture? A drink and your ma or bar waffle fruit. The one aquadano for any aquada when you fear doom you and son of the time herbal mixture driving. Shasa Wako Hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
I also time me a TIME. Time herbal mixture. I feel malaria fever be than Ziba a woman. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a name. FDA Aji a judging crotway at home.
Abusaka Krakabi will have made out to Nara, who said, woman said, about Flaketua when you're 2 years, Akadaba. It's the African Spider-Man, the mayor of Flaketua in one any problem here. Let there be a cost for Nuti coming when you go ready, won't be. African Spider-Man, the baby say what of fame, but preoccupation who's African dance, what baby say what of fame, now with secret to anything.
Imboost herbal mixture and only me secret. Now me here to know how to form. And a police me do one dance section me say many na me sonshwe na me so a boosting immune system. I'm a some train am mente bre. Me timi di come am we kan wodum so ekoso. Me kura so me ta yale am my latitude me nya baako. Enye je ne koso ho. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you going? Who me kura chen.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture and pharmacy and answer herbal shops. A pin for and in Kola Mundi if you do me enom. FDA adjudicating tatwe atu.
If you want better future, join Ghana Grows, cause our grit be the future. Join Ghana Grows, just be one for the culture. Join Ghana Grows, cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Ghana Grows, Ghana Grows.
Yomu, Pequia, who the first way Yajuma, Anna, Atia Jumakua, the first one was so, and walk Yajumum, any 80 vetimu and ya. Swana one, fastest and walk, Wabusia, and won't put more assetnemu. But star 718 star 50 hash, not the Kaho says, yeah. Ghana Grows, Hop Day, Ghana Grows Jumedie, Mastercard Foundation, Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, Niwa Buafone Debro.
Mamenche, time HH herbal Mr. Bina Unumi, and ya what dropa, a ya draw say, a manipedian quamuano enya wadding, na a quatia yare, and chain yare and san wakakoto, fire wardro, nan abribia, Canoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono wonnoa and the time HH herbal mixture e dia bejaso akra wonyanya mfirisia dumienu enum bi wo pemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enum bi time HH herbal mixture wo benya bi over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu so wo pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH herbal mixture a yadro say FDA aje edwadien kratoe atum.
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yas toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yas toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yas toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Winehead. Make Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yas toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
Ah, Poku, na obi a yenko baabie na oto do nsa suma no te se de yenko baabie.
Aha, na kasache wadanfo no. Nansen, ommo no homodi sempo. Won pem kai. Na se wan pedra, obekọ beba no, ne dan si wona nipa nim.
Nana, ma yenko na menko penko hini, ene nubina bi menu anom. So obai se wo ko. ɛdeɛ nkohini ne enubina ɛbra donek herbal mixture ɛwɔ hɔ diamond scientific herbal for ɛna de aba ɛyɛ mɛmɛ duro papapa ɛbɔ adwuma sɛ ɛyɛ sisie mu adwuma ɛna sa bɔ nkɔmɔ ho ban ɛbusu immune system wedie ko pebi to baabi a tonto aduro pia na nyɛ na ana akɔdɔm na se tumase ne ɔboa se kwantempɔ no so ɔne abot college ɛna de animhwɛ na kyina sɛsɛ o wobɛdi ho adanse wedie nana medase maduru hɔ dadadadada ago na Adiachi muda suda.
Hey, Adiachi. Afeni sorry o. Ene wa man. We dia me da se. What solve me problem ya mama papa? Kai. We dia me nyanko.
Hey. Donek herbal mixture. Eye memedru. E manka ho. Obi a onya mfinche du nwotwe so nka ho. Upe bia twa afre. 0246 727677 and 0200 844040. FDA. Aje adwe den kra to yetum.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
Okay, get the master pass. Manya butena matche ye die ho kakra bi bai. Cinco de Mario atrase de fi semno e de ebre kama pa Kunu Ghana Limited. Ese bema de also bema mu ye ding pa. Philip ya ma bema mu ye ding. Mr. Wag say the baby more thing and was started dressing what I say to be a quay. What I say, and your new baby in time will never be a sweat to my concaiti. Bema dear, Wunya Kulu Ghana Limited, Wununa, no one numbi, or no, a Mr. Kill the Yawadia, ne Mr. Kill Nanum, or Bema will be a thing. What I say, what's what come Paswa, who come first one, we are now, as the task of the Sako Abonabano. Nina, be a ten of the pass, or Bema be a thing pa, or bars so, I was so bad, sales him. Ase o yede ase wo tse ensu body gugu nyina no e wo se to twa eno no e araba bazin ana afei wo so a wo da wo timi dwonso be 100 times obi kura na mo na o timi dwonso no hu so adwonso ni nyina no ase pa che se o dwonso twa no problem aba ho enti nya huntu capsules na no nom na bobobi ni nyina e quality Chinese herbs. Ami Pacho Kulu Ghana Limited Omodia Bedaso and I make come for them as in the Bidunum. Oh, Pedu to 0244 275 429 0244 275 429. Baby, a tone no piano, Kulu phone no Sasso Ebe Kabi Kama. Ama be Pia to me Akwe Diamond. Me Pacho Pamote say yas toothpaste on Sabit to Makabi. Nani toothpaste in the order who do Makumakumi and San or the yas herbal care, total care, and afei was sudden whitening toothpaste as with Diaba. Ninano, we have been afraid you choose a boss no best no yet dimpa, a motabe fruit kama pa, and one swati, o quite German swab, a beer a ton brush, beyond all class open yas, you know, toothpaste was open two open yas, toothpaste libi, may say a kama pa, when and the brush in the swat, say ya done table penny for the and crowd there, Nina. Am I just skillful papa would you choose? Yes, put that beer on some cabia, papa, two group, I mean, say yes, no one just to say, or say, ultimate to now for your coffee, come ama bibia etimi akwe diamante modoro no mota ya tia ye nya Cinco de Mario mani nyina Cinco atrase o ma ye details afisam Cinco yetie
latest me da say me no ka say duba ko aba pa sema do na branso say de afisam na eba ye hyase ya ne ye hyase every asante kodoko coach e friend say prosper na te ogumon za na say the defender friend say Samban Dongani Onel amanfo PV say ne mbode bono kwa na bro Ghana Premier League ne so eno ne coach prosper na te ogum akasa pi dia fa defender friend Samba Ndongani Onel ho yentie no
I think or psychologically I think he's stable and he's tough and mentally he's set.
Yes, enti na yegusu twen senka ogumbema ye hu de ko so abra na odi nkomo fan reliable center back I fan Samba Ndongani Onel means I ready ya yenti ensema coach ogum di tudwa for Samba Onel.
I think or psychologically I think he's stable and he's tough and mentally he's set.
Yes, enti eno ensema ogum di tudwa na on supporters no ano say asante kodoko supporters no omunya abotrema team no yentie coach ogum.
All that we want from them is to just stay calm, be patient with us and believe in us, trust in us, and then we'll also be ready to give them the maximum resource. I think if you look at the way the league is going, I understand their emotions. If you want to really win the league, you need to pick maximum points as early as possible. So we understand their emotions. We've had discussions on that with the players. I even asked the captains to also meet the players and talk to them, because sometimes.
Yes, and on in some Santiago coach, a friend said Prosper na Teogumudi Tuja. Ya don't some Mamoyako boxing as sports minister. Honorable Kofi Adams said in Komopi, their first 7-member committee, our power was a woman emfa Nigerian boxer, nan will free my bra. Na one Ghanaian boxer, a feno, John Mbanugu Dibwani, ewo, ya there's Bukom boxing arena, Nigerian boxer, ya fan Gabriel Oloa Segun Olawaju, on says Ada no kofrim, na okolo se ewo Bukom boxing arena, and sana okopi emo ewo Kolebu teaching hospital, no, Fofie Antuata, okofrim, no, and a sports minister, upon pay for Makoma Kunzonze, woman Trazena, woman Yushemu, emfa Nigerian boxer, and if no free, no, and a sports minister Honorable Kofi Adams amaye nchirimu yentino.
The incident of 29th March, we pray does not happen, but they say God helps those who help themselves. We are awaiting the work of the committee, and when it's completed, the recommendations therein, we'll look at it and make sure we put it to work, and all of us, I believe, will be satisfied.
Anonin sama sports minister Honorable Kofi Adams di 2 years de won some mamona sansem na no ana legendary Ghanaian boxer Professor Azuma Nelson akasa dia fasa 7-member committee ya power mo se wo nyanhwehwemu emfa Nigerian boxer ofrima ana no na one Ghanaian boxer efeno John Mbanugu edeboni ewo Bukom boxing arena Nigerian boxer efeno Gabriel Oluwasegun Olanwaju yentie no. Ano ene sama Professor Azuma Nelson di tudu e de won sam emamo na onza beto dwa say Nigerian Boxing Federation no wo mu compensation mpata bi e di free ade say Ghana Boxing Authority o yentie nchiremu eno so Azuma Nelson aka ade afa sa compensation na Nigerian Boxing Federation e pedi free Ghanaians o yentie no. Yamfo yani enchire mu heart of folk legend efena Dankwe edi nkomopi edi afa Ghana ya gudie hu nsam de di kan wadi nkomodi afa Benjamin Asare na no Ghana 2 World Cup qualifying games aye boy against Chad and afa Madagascar no timinya kwanya emani goal post no edema Ghana no ana Dankwe say oh wabomode pa na mom ni kwan say oma ni trimu ya ne de yentie Dankwe on heart of folk goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. Nti ya no hayen sama Dankwe du tudwana on local base plus minimum. Okay, so yanto so na yamfo ye ne enche dream service coach ye fa no Karim Zito wadi nkomopi wo se club administrators edu baby a wo munya botre ema coach se okroma yentie coach Karim Zito.
To do after the first round, even the last match of the first round was poor. Machine training. What you say? Yes. Another struggling team up for the delegation. So after that match, till today, we are yet to lose a game.
Yes.
So it is a time to say adaptation has taken place. And what is the education on this? To the football administrators, most especially when you come from the team, and the coaches. And that's a dream session, and baby, I don't want to palm ya. We'll be rather for the Jumai, and you're free, and I never go. Coach, I need you, and a week, and then me and Juamia.
Yes, no, and in summer Dreams FC coach a friend is Karim Z22 dwa and opay de hon some eba na has for goalkeeper your friend Benjamin Asare na yebusan say dear bepa na we ne soronko a Ghana league mo keep 13 clean sheets yentie Benjamin Asare.
So that was Wednesday na sana be say this and Yama after them first to the Nyan where they our friend SN among Yama after they will be having us all of me. Now say first match after they say on the because who says so far no be na amu say look at if you are one come dofu obi one come fancy one maybe on penalty I say we can maybe kasani dofu na amu fi say by football solution me abi ana experience we will go close to kasansu nti say so far the boss are matching so ma more am nyamanya busti ma confident ana na the omu say next me again okay so far all me na no me be I fine omu a pursue ya na nyame ya na say ya ta
Sanone Sama House for goalkeeper for Benjamin Asare di tuja de hon sam na national na 20 the Black Starlight coach for Desmond Ofe aton safre players awdopi ama me no kase no na omo ehye campus na campaign na ho endika ye pa e wa kra na ma me mfonto anim se emranti a coach for Desmond Ofe aton safre omo no say NC etie Yakubu Said esia kan Edema Mediama Sporting Club sanso ana Gideon Asia Kunsi akan Edema Dream FC Entry da Costa Esina kan Edema Young Apostles sanso ana Maxwell Azavokwe wono Asia kan Edema Inter Allies yemfanto anim sa Obin Desmond Asia kan Edema Aduana Stars de eten sa Maurice Fuseni Esina kan Edema Legon City sanso ana Chivanyo Benjamin Asia kan Edema Inswatreman Emmanuel Makafui Asia kan Edema Kings Palace sanso na Kelvin Ahiabe enso Asia kan Edema Dreams FC Manaf Abdul Asia kan Edema Emmanuel City Football Club sanso ana Dennis Apia Asia Academy Bectro Football Club Ishmael Adusia kan Edema Heart of Lions sanso ana Hayford Boy Asia Academy Cheetah FC ana Isaac J Asia Academy baby and goes as an anopay ya den won sam emma odwumade so a enya sam goto akranti we squad a coach a ye friend Desmond of Atun Sadia from amuina no eya hobobo asana be ya enche bia no na there say Total Energies and the 20 African Cup of Nations ebeba so no or enu say Ghana betima bo modi na bibia etim so I find that the Black Queens of Ghana on say omu training tour no omu edu woni a kire Senegal akokon de pa omu na Senegal ma no ade kobo ni first match Ghana for no ebo modern ehye Senegal ananya grokra no anso no Senegal foi ehye Ghana for ka ba kon ayentimi ante no ana after the game Black Queens coach ye friend Kemla edi nkomopi yentie nkomo ni bia Kemla edi to anim after the game.
We changed half of the team between those two games, and of course there were many players that haven't played together before. So of course when you put almost a new group together or a new starting 11, that can be a little bit difficult because football is so much about natural relations. If you start to think, then the situation is over. So sometimes you just need to let the feet play the game. And I felt we didn't. So we came into the Senegal way to play, and in the end, I think it was a close game. Not so many chances for any of the teams. Normally a 0-0 game, but they scored, and there's nothing I can do about it now. So it's just congratulations to Senegal. I think.
No one sama Black Queens coach friend say Kemla di tuja na no pay ya don hon sam emma mojumedi so na we from Black Queens no yam free the national under 15 the Black Comet on say o do money ekre Israel ekosi akan ewo mondialito tournament ni mo bo moden pa ekode sa tournament led by coach Yao Prekun. After say leading the national under 15 the Black Comet mom kode sa tournament no yem fan to just coach Yao Prekun edin semi say etu yenim.
To see the excitement on the faces of the boys, it took me back to the 80s when the time when we were there at their level. It's good for my job. You get me? It shows that I'm doing something positive, and all I need to do is with my technical team, we just have to keep working hard, and when opportunity again is presented to
the national under 15 coach a friend say ya pre kodi 2 join na pay ye de won say me mam na latest ya gina so na pay afisi me boabo na 4 times no de sia na woni abedwafo ato aso.
Okay, me da se Cinco de Mario and I attending kano abedwafo ba be wura ensem mu e de amaye kama pa nyasem keto kranti we no e was say ukọ 21st clinic ura ho na wakase na utie Sompa na he Sompa 21st clinic. What I say, omo the same building with Sompa TV, Sompa FM. Ewe ehia da Braka overseas junction. Ona be 21st clinic and yes be omo yes sciatica expert in kwa. Yare bia du kru bia Fabre 21st clinic. Na me ka tro say nyasem ke to kra doctor se kuku dampa omutima bobil and omo ye adwuma ewo 21st clinic. What I say kwan kra or you be fast through a two for catch us a journey way a bebo ni pedriano moja into the journey way what I say journey way na bebo no so this super yare no to kwanta mapai 21st clinic omo more than 15 branches e wo Ghana ha na e ban say machine any massage treatment and also nyasem keto kra won famu nwe no sampa wapomudini is so e ban lab and of scan services omo bo adwuma pa nyasem keto kra yare be na do kru ho February 21st clinic ne mom bi patcho say wo to asinti no etwetwon unsampa wo to ase ye wo ya etwetwon sisi so ye wo ya patcho say stroke airborne into February 21st clinic na for munya ho adwuma mfama wo na udru obo ase call junction bo hu mo cha kwa domi market e wa kra obe hu 21st clinic na omuni nkobo 0540311311 0540311311 ya homa obe to my friend 21st clinic na for we room so e wo Jabin Bank Jabin nyasa gutwa na saying chese Jabin for ne Sompa ye nanti adanse e ba no nyasa gutwa kura me so ye businessman ene Jabin Bank monante ebia na wonye man kwaba be dru hia sika unexpectedly na for dia clear niam no so woni Jabin Bank nko na nam dia sika no sabe kana for dia akwa clear ugus me kama ana fe Philip na no na ka say gay ya o person ware ni on say oye adwuma ewe science institution enti say gay no o yire na woni ne te no o gay na person ware no oye adwuma wo any recognized institution bi mo Ghana ha o qualify say o sabe to makabosia e wo Jabin Bank na fe wo dia tawo chikama ana fe ye wo ahoto super fixed deposit eno sa deposit we se wo wie ho adwuma wutimi say jira so kwa digi loan eno ye Jabin Bank every woman bia no ma loan enya asem keto kra ebia ena no prince adwuma no person obi o kwan se wo bie pe bodwa yi eno wutimi sa kwaje bosia wo Jabin Bank no ansa obenya account e wo Jabin Bank na fe wo dia tete adwuma no mu kama Jabin Bank o mo po adwuma nya asem keto kra me se bosia de wo say ye ni no mo dia ma na adwuma no mu atre enya asem keto kra na me patro kwa Joshua from a so sepeti mpom Roma Hill Adesiman Avenue Road etimetim aboaso bonre Joshua onwe na afi Jabia ohonum nyina Jabin Bank agidin wo mo branches no ho nya asem keto do mu ni nkomo 0544745856 0544745856 ya homa obeto my friend Jabin Bank na for no mo edin ko but prince want to say
nyankopa adom
na nya na ka so unya boutique obebi o
say ne de o say I na plans na doors but minim ha ye kwan ho na
say who ko Jabin Bank ebeba into reality
and say the idea
Jabin dey say dey nya asem gitu o mu na save Ghana for pa nya say come for companies be bregu
loan dey opanyi o share scafo ne ko Ghana na ye den a o sa GB free baby o sa de a share ye disika ene pesika untimi nka njenze metuo ne ma ata de a share mi na me kwa no ye disika ne pesika ye de nam ne yi nam ti ene de o kan de no kra
gabe won boy do
on say so he Philip Crot me chance me bie boutique Philip onko enti metimi enya ska bebre no every week bi obeba
yo
penyi ma me comment
so nipa nye
oh ade me kan
Philip
o dem de si wa emusa na hwe
wo lawyer bo Hawaii
enye on dem emusa na hwe me de si Hawaii permit me na menye national team ne ho adwuma kakra mpese me nka asem kakra ba komienu bi unse under 16 call up number I think say phase 1 and 2 right and under 15 for nso atimi akọ Gemondia liter ne dia ba yen sheda yes under 16 one call up and under 20 phase 1 and phase 2 right very good and under 15 we already know so omonso akọ crew at dia ba say ye value CM value at least it is giving them that kind of exposure omako akọ tournament bi omako akọ expose omo to the footballing game it's very good and me one particular person always say me like me mama ni ko that kind of undersize no the juvenile size no. The reason has been this. Every single time Biana, the Blasters of Ghana, in recent times, every pager and 9 bits na hon say yes, this is the Blasters that we knew of old. No, every single time you could clearly see say there are some players be or develop it through the ranks or move realm. The last time I make John Pencil, John Mensah, Derek Boateng Mwasem de Chokaya, a true. The World Cup no in Argentina no and you develop in the senior side and 2004 to 2006 Makai won oh yeah they were developed, they were brought up through a process into time or mobile be room into the senior national team no more go through the process or more through they know what they are about, they know what they are supposed to do, what the national team is entailed, the kind of commitment as room and son or met me as national team players and before some member run national team no more already ripe those are more young but no more ripe what look at the semana kadefano John Pencil Boyama aside John Pencil I think say the only player bet me aka say wa born number 2 na boni o de Samolinku na beba. You get a point I'm making here. And John Pencil free yet you on no. How many air center backs na bet me aka say yenye omo ye cast in the shape of John Pencil. Jonathan Mensah maba betwem the likes of Isaac Samo or maba betwem but unshare a player e be obebo amount say John Mensah mu die ni bi. You get a point I'm making here. And also fast forward 2009 the day you mo call World Cup akọ. Let's look at the players no me part in that team. And just because some of them did not make the right decisions, believe you me, and kadanda 20 side no, and straight away bet me do never be roaming to the national team. But just like menkan's life choices, they be making the because Obi to say runs for the say, Obi to say Dominica Dia, at that time, team or come AC Milan. It was a poor choice that he made. It was a poor choice that he made. But we want to be autonomous. I shall see go into a team. On that match playing time. On try say. On more of a main man in the team. And can never be Dominica Dia because nobody can doubt the fact that Dominica Dia was a talented air striker. And to talk of France for the say, this is a proper baller. Ojina boss one who is F. Onimbo him so onimbo nebo. And see all this time, yeah, the players need go through some process. Progression no more develop about be roaming to the senior side and say no so kakra no be 10 years down the line your national underside juvenile size ni e bia no more perform we o bia ni honom even was the last time you qualify for Olympic Games a check on do no so if we start yeah a check right if we start seeing settings, frankly speaking, me particularly, manage pan because the whole thing is, I am not a hard dream say, you be who we know, ebia and your mind say, I dare bet you not feed or mask upon and down you.
Also, going.
Oh, penny.
So,
I know the infant who penny. Oh, minimum question obusa. Israel no obeka say na nsema si won dem.
Oh, da binya sa. Omoko Israel.
Yeah.
Scouts by.
Okay,
yento aso.
O ka de akosi.
Omo wi adwuma no nti.
Omo wi o. Oh, but frankly speaking.
Kwa we a omo ko na 15. Yakoto omo wi nti o de to aso.
And they are no problem.
Be two penny bit ma sa band
and they are no problem.
To
because me
ya to omo wi.
Say they are the bia American. You see, when we start seeing certain things, na eboa to, you know, bring up that bond from the early stages. Because penny me way. So catch me say prince, me say anko boa. Ebe den dia man because my journey baby akwa drew no. Enya afa na ode that basic things ne ba be wura oh they make no. But nipa no so say now sha said the basic aspects ni wura ni mu o yin ebe part of him.
Okay.
Oh, do you mention? And we're under 20 so call up now, bana. I feel very good because I've seen some players be a time at this moment of fair Eddie Trophy in Ghana here, no. And yet some of them are still in there. And I'm writing a friend Nana Kwambo watching them di chatwo. Or no, Miss Bao Aziz. And Jerry Free cried as well a chance at the Blasters now. These are some 3 players, frankly speaking. Or more highlighted this tournament in my part. And I feel say a near more winner if we continue near try say a proper way for it near Timiam or more Kosoa say if believe you me
if we continue okay you better to us
if need one fancy way
but I say cloud internet Ghana and you better to us cloud internet you better to us just get to a it we no ebe here web hosting with cloud internet Ghana what you say and of a ban on IPVT installation and surveillance and a ban digital security loss security there's a cloud internet mouse are digital now umbeton craning na enti wadaro mampato person ye digital security locks and now they are cloud internet Ghana and of a ban Wi-Fi and hotspot deployment and of a ban internet connectivity and a ban CCTV camera installation and you know a cloud internet Ghana omojuma omojuma papa banyas of geto akwentisa nyama mambo bosu nyina no fakodan cloud internet Ghana nyasa geto obo adwuma pa tech kwan so top high and abohu omocha kwan omo love FM abo sare de nhwede mo na omuni nkomo 0244601933 0244601933 ya homa betuma for cloud internet Ghana na onem perifo di nkomo mira Oloya, meet you.
Your Black Queens, you know, looks like you started gambles. Who's a betting a gamble? It's either you win, you lose, or you draw. That is in betting. Into the betting, you want handicap woman. You can handicap her. That is obi lose and that's obi winning by 2 or more margin. And we're Ghana boy against Senegal. Now, you can women's football in Africa. Senegal na fina or mashasiye. Yeka nations or more team in African football in terms of women's football. Senegal have more ashare or more projects na say. Now guess what? There are countries recently they learned something from Ghana, but say nice or more pay. One country Morocco. My memo a clear scenario, a clear case study. In 2019, and a CAF EG2 Muse esa Nketesi no Sobo Women's Champions League. So born on sub-confederational basis. Neka sub-confederation na West Africa ye belonged to WAFU. So ye were WAFU zone A and zone B. Of which Ghana ye team my friend Hazakes ladies qualified to Cote d'Ivoire. I was in that tournament in Ivory Coast. Ye bo was Champuru de Mercury in that is Abidjan. That was where the tournament was played. And Hazakes ladies we need tournaments, you know, beating Rivers Angels from Nigeria at the final by 3-1. And that Hazakes team now, Omodo call 2019, Wafu Zone B in Ivory Coast. Omodo qualify for the maiden edition tournament in Egypt, you know. It was the best team, more or less nice a Black Queens. Because individually they had brilliances. And you can talk of Grace Banwa as the goalkeeper, Doris Wedua, Lily Liba Lawrence, and a lot of other ladies. Janet Ejiri, I call her a Lady Mountain. Very short, very diminutive. But a bad day, possible beating Janet Ejiri in the air, in aerial duels. You can't beat her. And that team went all the way, Echo Egypt. Echo drew the final. So unfortunately, we lost the final to Mamelodi Sundowns. And through that, you know, Hazakes ladies, Lucy Blessing Shine Abumaji to AS Far Rabat, and that was where Morocco started so more prepare grounds for women's football. And Morocco in doing that, what they did was they went all the way to France. Ecofa, coach on Lyon, a conquer Europe constantly. I friend Renaud Padros. And Okofa Renaud Padros, the head coach of the Moroccan national women's team. And the last World Cup, I think Australia and New Zealand, Ghana couldn't qualify, but Morocco qualified. And Morocco they built the team from AS Far, and in that tournament, Hazakis ladies played better than AS Far. By real tournaments, AS Far were the third best team. But Morocco currently, in terms of year ratings in Africa, women's football, say Omar Pagana. Morocco are doing something better because they are pumping a lot of money into women's football. And apart from that, they want the very best for their national teams. They brought Renaud Padros. Senegal for Afino Mashase. And there are countries Afina I saw more any BA in women's football. Ivory Coast is 1, Senegal is 2, Mali is 3. But even the last AFCON, Ghana hosted a crown. Ghana were in a group with Cameroon and Mali, but Ghana couldn't qualify. They said Nigeria and South Africa don't want a team. Nigeria they are the primus inter pares. Where they are now, there is no nation. But countries are more competing Nigeria. Currently, 1 year Zambia, 2 year Morocco. Equatorial Guinea, a picture, and Equatorial Guinea be breaking the Nigeria's dominance in Africa. Whereby Equatorial Guinea, led by Genevova and Oman, Omoji the Nations Cup. After Nigeria, the next nation or G Nations Cup wasn't Ghana. Ghana cry away. Into no, we thought, say, Nora Hopsel by little by little on my face. He was preparing the facet, the first face of our Black Queens. Now, I say 1 or 2 issues. Nora and also with the Black Queens. And they came last Yorkeren. Now I the head coach of the national team. Yeah, but friendly game against Senegal. Yeah, we need by 1-0. Ewa Dakar. Now, and yes, I'm a return leg. No, I'm by 1-0. And Metie came last Yorkeren. I'm not too impressed though. Or say, or make wholesale changes. Apart from that, I say departmentally, Senegal for went too strong than us. But me, when you tell me this, I say it is much ado about nothing. Because me a team na the boy na Cynthia Findib has constantly been the number 1 for the Black Queens in recent times. Grace Banwa, a local goalkeeper, she has also always been the second fiddle, played as a second fiddle. But Enra, it was Cynthia Findib who started. Now, what can Obi say Portia Boachi? Does she need introduction again? And the Nora, she was a constant figure. Now, somebody like Nina Noshi is now a new entrance into the Black Queens. Okay. You can make a case for her as well. Now, Obi to say Ernestina Bambila. Last time I spoke well of her. And Rano Bo as the number 10, the creative midfielder for the Black Queens of Ghana. We played against Senegal. First, like it was shown by 1-0, and it was this lady, former Hazakis lady Evelyn Bedu, who got the only goal when they share Senegal by 1-0. It's a Senegal for na beshawa. It means you don't have to be a bad loser. What you have to do is that you strengthen the weaknesses. You make sure say there are loopholes in your team, and make sure say loopholes ni na no. At least we make a case. A case friendly game should be a preparatory ground because the bigger picture is the outcome.
Honorable member, thank you. Your point is well made.
Very, very, very interesting. Yeah.
Apostle.
Black with some academies, Sebi tournament proper is when I said the friendly matches there. They are exercises. They assess the team, and then Omombe qualified enough. Omombe meet the technical requirement of the coach. Omombe ready for the tournament. So let's give him some time. For me, I think it's early days there. Being per tournament proper, that's when you have enough time about the team and you on to me my excuses. Sorry, I say Now, the issue of the committee that was set up by the minister, Mami make it clear. It is important because you see, we are just a matter of the boxing. I hear the state of Ghana and that of Nigeria. Nigeria Boxing Federation are raising issues and concerns. I won't be here say a minister best set up a committee. Yan final a dear port in a sea. You share a dear port in a sea as well. A dear port in a sea as well. I say make sure, sir. Sebi a dear na yan ye sebi, Seban say I be here. Senebea a betting affected the amendment of the regulations of Ghana Boxing Authority. Senebea ye ko ye no. Sebi a betting me as in maybe ano. So it's very important. Now Nigeria phones say yeah, don't forget say Ghana and Nigeria we are very, very best of brothers and sisters when it comes to the West African coast. And at least yeah, namobi sebi nipa na shwini kwai. So we have taken steps. We are taking steps to make sure say near my course no yetimi ahwe ye am make sure say sebi namo whatever the final report is, a copy will be sent to them for them to realize say sebi Ghana for be on Nigeria omuye adwuma ne nema. If you ever have the issue of Agege, the story being told to you the reason why it's very important for us to do this mission, we come clean.
Okay.
Ubi and Shada no yeah. So that is why I'm excited about Professor Azuma Nelson. Let's get it done as quickly as possible and take it out of the picture. Now, Coach Prosper Nateogum, doctor, on Samba one. You see, Samba, yes, he's a very good defender.
Yeah.
He's a good defender, not a very good defender. A good defender, not a very good defender. So say, oh, Kasaba Kotoko defenders. You must know the club you are talking about when it comes to defenders. Something I mean, as an Kotoko historically have had top class defenders. Top, historically. Nancy na Nemebia, but Kotoko will always go for top brass defenders historically. So yes, it's good. If you look, they're back for. If you Kotoko said Titida, you have Samba Nels type 4. That is the standard of Asani Kotoko.
Okay.
So when Kotoko have a good defender here, but it's not a big deal, and you need news when it comes to the club in question. Never got here.
Yeah.
Aha. And you so what your Hini Brinyada? What for Odamida?
Yeah.
Yeah, from that's 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quality. Look, when we used to have Kasani Kotoko, Chenchehini and Ameroxen. Look, Kotoko in recent times, near Gabriel is Ahmed. Oh, fantastic. You saw
Joseph
Henrik, even
Pasty and stuff.
And Unim Sebi national team. You saw the number of times that even 2006. Okay, is Ahmed.
Yeah.
They mostly are national team players.
All my
in recent, look, in recent time, look at number of years at Inkumni Afuaris and ball national team.
Yeah, consistently.
What do you say? So about the club as I go about defenders. The club always get the best, and the best always are players and we are qualified to play in the national team. Metisa goalkeeper Nancy Nyamia Biekwamano.
Benjamin.
Prince goalkeeper. So Benjamin Asari. He's right. I mean, Okan said historically, but Ghana and Kasa the goalkeepers sebi na acquaint to normal chassis and them like the players. So they are here. So that is there. But historically, dear, Ghana local goalkeeper national team. Historically. BBI GBI, yes. Historically. BBI GBI from 63. Because John Bote Dodu Ankra from that time. So guys 68, you lose it to Zai, no. Na Sebi, Robert Mensah, and another number one goalkeeper. When we went to and lost, we go to Zai. So you come back to Joe the last time won the AFCON, and why Joseph Carr. Right down to Simon Ado, Abukari Damba, you can name best local. Even recently, Sami Ajay, when he was called national team after Azovo, excellent triumph in the Confederation Cup, the Champion Confederation Cup. Kingston and then free outside by. Then you talk about Fatau Dauda, local goalkeeper. So there's here. Adam Kwarasena, Ebefe Mono free outside. So Yankasa, the historically most of your goalkeepers are Omuda national team. So Frederick Asari is done well. It's because in recent times, Yakofa Jojo Walakot, Mo Lawrence Atizi Gimwabe free because Omo outside. You understand me?
Yeah.
That is why I bear news. But Urefi found out how many years it's been imposed from locals. So locally, it's good that local keepers are starting GDA because of the opportunity. Omudiama Benjamin Asaria, he did not only have the opportunity, but we're making sure say we seize the opportunity. And the local goalkeeper biano and then nya GDA say near say money bono be consistent across row. Akwenya no be ba say one show kra no a ye call work one show can and another local goalkeeper across anka home. So the local goalkeepers should have confidence in themselves and believe and work very hard, knowing say almost taking the Benjamin Asari route. No say see a GDA sound but first na GDA ni we fra Frederick Asari be call kakra no buy. But now clearly Frederick Asari no, he didn't have the opportunity as clear as Frederick Benjamin Asari no. So now they can believe and dream and work very hard. I believe that the local goalkeepers they are not that bad.
Okay.
So they are here because so when they put in a lot more effort, they will have the opportunity to be selected into the national team.
Okay. Apostle, I am glad you're still at Sompa. You are the best sports presenter in Ghana. Where Nyameba Junior, the message of the I really like the man in the black shirt and cap. He is very good in analysis. Please give him more time for us. Hey, I had your time, no? I had your time, no? Your boss, what I will go. Elvis, Charles, I say, please, boss, but the course has not been posted here. Oh, course, there are tomorrow. But you're dropping course, no comment anymore. Sompa 93.1 FM. On the Facebook in Tikona, Kunya with the Pamford Bar Tevia, or say it seems the course has been okay. Mpatro the course now to comment session in Tikona Kohe. Iti Uko Sompa 93.1 FM on the Facebook. Na one about there follow now one share na what do message no abba. James Buama or say okay. Yen fa course ni kakra. MCR mumu amena yen fa course ni kakra ni yen kwenim 0551 931 0548 931 Ubeto my friend na wodo adwenkyere abadjumadi de so ntentem so na yenko anim Mr. Wak share course ni ma yenko 2 and 1 okay good morning yenko anim ntentem so hello 931 0548 hello good morning Mpacho udini baby akasa free
Sompa FM.
Hello?
Sompa FM.
Hello, Minya Yetio. Good morning. Oh, okay. I'm so ready to hear from you from. Now you're quitting. Good morning.
Morning.
What's your wedding?
Latest intelligence.
Kunsu Kojo Kromanane, Bibiaboko. Ranford almost some person share declare is going to have Fatus Mam. Impato Yetio.
I said, yeah, over the yes, the giant, but I did see your embrace now, boss. I'm not saying, I am not going to team to Papa after the Ghanaian. The matter fast now. What is the whole way? I am a member of the team now. Then, the Timothy Madrid for almost the Champion League or Piano. And when they come, they ask my brother, which they are. There is no way somebody to clear net. And so I see. And you take out that animal is great comes, not the public on the product. Yeah, a little continue. Next week, and I said, then about it, I have a good female. And you ask for our photo Champion League this year. You know, champion, you know, Jambo, which are proper around. And about you, ask my friends, you know, getting out there in the corner.
Okay, but I say, Anna Nekunsu Kojo Krumni attending Kano. Yeah, father da kola na yenko enim okay 0551931931 0548 931 obet my friend now do adwenchene aba dwumade so na ye the birthdays nso rewrem kakra na yakọ anim and as a birthdays no so we okay tiankoi mame akosua patience awareness from akosua patience awareness or say Oweshe Abu Regan. Happy birthday to Abu Regan. Eye adwuma wo Nhyia so Kumase ambulance service. Ti o say nyini na odo pa Nyankopon sa mo ho ban kama pa. Nti Abu Regan happy birthday. Nyankopon enya okese from Akosua Patience. Udofo awareness. Okay. Happy birthday to Kingsley Boate Yadom, CEO of NBY Electronics, Shalom Centenary SDA Church, Santiago from Ketcher Obi. And happy birthday to you, Kingsley Boate Yadom, CEO, Edema NBY Electronics. Sorry, Shalom Centenary SDA Church, Santiago. Ketcher Obi say, or we show happy birthday Nyankopon shraw na onto kwanem no onye okese kama pa ma bibia so enkoye another birthday also call de ama Candy Buffo Bonnie granting Candy Buffo Bonnie granting ene your birthday Nyankopon shraw no onto kwanem pa no onye okese wate na omo ani suade hunu eso emrem wa wofo hu a omakoma ento omyem ti yedibesi apostle se bibia ni ho yenko Philippe se bibia ni ho okay ti ye konkan ne yakwakofa akan kase bona ba na se Sompa bibia Sompa edru wo God han nyasem keto akra news ni to form na Sompa de ba ti nkrafo na ye ready 106.5 Sompa market yapa ti ye kona fe yakwakofa akan kase na emu ode no e dia bamidin ene Richard Chris Adam Sakuwa Mackenzie coming the little can see a bonga